All right, there we are. We're officially live.
Oh, hey,
hey,
welcome back. Yep, I do. I remember.
Yeah.
I saw that. I looked straight at that arrow,
At the Post-it note?
and I looked right at the camera. Welcome back. We have a very, very, very special episode.
Oh my God,
of
it's special.
Spoilers for you. But first, I want to play a game.
Oh, all right.
This game is exclusive to you Facebook Live watchers.
That's right. This will not be on the podcast.
Yes.
This is just for the Facebook Livers.
Mm-hmm. So I want to play a game with you. I'm using your game, Adam.
Oh.
I'm calling
okay.
it. I'm calling it Adam's Game. Just working title.
All right. Sounds amazing.
So Adam's Game. First, let me go back to the beginning.
Yep.
In our show, spoilers. I make you guess the Rotten Tomatoes score, and then you have to guess the worldwide gross of the movies.
Right.
So you came up to me and said, "Hey, why don't you just combine them into one game?" So you give me 3 movies, and I have to make you guess of the 3 which was the highest score on Rotten Tomatoes, which is the lowest score on Rotten Tomatoes, which one made the most money.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yes.
Okay.
That sounds perfect.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a category, and I'm going to read you the 3 movies, and then you have to tell me of the 3, which one made the most, which one has the highest Rotten Tomato score amongst them,
Right.
and which one has the lowest Rotten Tomato score amongst them. And they all fall within a category.
Oh.
Okay,
Even
so
better.
this was kind of hard because I couldn't find one that
One of each?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was a little hard. So I only have 3 categories for now.
Okay. That's
Okay.
fine.
So the first one, Disney animated films. Your 3 movies are
Ooh.
The Little Mermaid from 1989,
Okay.
Aladdin from 1992,
Oh my
and The Lion
God.
King from 1994.
Oh no.
So, which one had the highest box office gross? And I had to use domestic here. I couldn't do the whole worldwide
Right.
gross. So who had the highest domestic box office? Who had the highest Rotten Tomato score? And who had the lowest Rotten Tomato score of these 3 films?
Disney's, that's my jam, man. I love me
know.
some Disney.
And this is, boom, right off the
Yeah.
gate, a hard one.
Yeah. Oh.
Because it's Disney, and these are the Disney, we grew up with this stuff.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they're obviously high in Rotten Tomatoes, but how low could
All
the
right,
lowest one be?
I'm going to do a little math here.
Mhm.
I'm going to, what is it? Deductive. I'm going to use
Yes.
deductive reasoning for this. Lion King was the most recent out of the 3.
Yes, it was.
So therefore, I'm going to say that one made the most money.
Okay.
Just because of the whole inflation thing.
Okay.
So, Lion King's up there. Now, between
Aladdin
Little
and The Little
Mermaid-
Mermaid.
Aladdin has to be higher. It has to be. It means so much to me.
It has the higher Rotten Tomatoes
Yeah,
score?
also because Robin Williams.
Mhm.
So Little Mermaid would be the lowest. Lion King makes the most. Aladdin is the highest ranking.
Okay. You are perfect.
Yes.
The Lion King made $422.7 million.
Whoa.
Aladdin made $217.3 million. And The Little Mermaid made $111.5 million.
All right.
The highest Rotten Tomato score of them is Aladdin at 94%.
Okay.
And the lowest amongst them is The Little Mermaid at 92%.
Wow.
That's the lowest.
Wow.
So
All right. That's fine.
So
I'm
its
okay with that.
Rotten Tomato scores was 92, 93, 94.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. It's good for Disney.
Aladdin was 93, so it was in the middle.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds about right, right?
As long as they're all 90s, fantastic. At that point, we're just quabbling over the little percentage points here.
Yep. Okay. Your next category, the Nick Cage Holy Trilogy, which is what we've dubbed it here at Spoilers.
Yes.
For those of
that
you
should be worldwide. Everybody
Yes.
should adopt that.
For those of you who don't know, his Holy Trilogy is 1996's The Rock,
Mm-hmm.
1997's Con Air, and 1997's Ooh Wee, You Good Looking
Yeah. Hot.
Face Off.
Yes.
So, which one made the most? Which one has the highest Rotten Tomatoes score? And which one has the lowest Rotten Tomatoes score?
After this, I have a fun little story for you. Okay.
Okay.
Lowest.
So you're going to start with the lowest Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with. Oh Jesus! Hold on. Okay. Lowest rated is gonna be Face Off. And the most money would be from Con Air because of the cast. So that would mean the highest is The Rock. Yeah. Rock higher ranked.
Mm-hmm.
Con Air higher paid.
Okay.
Face Off the ugly duckling of the bunch.
Sorry, Adam. You did not get any right in this category. So the movie that made the most money was The Rock with
Okay.
$134 million.
That's what I said.
No, you said that was the highest Rotten Tomatoes score.
Oh shit! You're right.
Yeah. So the Rock,
Yeah.
you're best.
Your best. This is always whine about their best.
Yeah.
Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
Darla was the prom
was
queen. So something like that.
Yeah.
So The Rock made the most at 134 billion.
Butthole.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick Cage. You beautiful man.
Nick Cage, his highest grossing of these three was The Rock, 134 million. In second place, it was Face Off with 112.2 million.
Okay.
And in third place was Con Air with 101. That was your least favorite of the three, right?
It was.
Okay. The highest rated one. Woo, you good looking.
Oh, yeah.
You hot.
That makes me happy.
92%.
That's right. I remember now being higher than anybody. Everybody that ever talks about the movie would be shocked at that number. And I'm just like, nah, you're fine.
It's also like last week when we did Wanted. You were like, this was like 78% with critics?
Yeah.
Because everything you heard was just...
Yeah, so what? I guess I'm surrounded by assholes. Is that a Spaceballs? That's Spaceballs.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Can't believe it. I'm surrounded by assholes. Yeah. 92% with the critics. And the lowest of the three is Con Air with 56%. Okay. And that leaves The Rock's Rotten Tomatoes score at 66%.
Okay. So I do trivia on Tuesdays.
Yes, you do.
And we had a question about, it was like U.S. history and travel.
Mm-hmm.
And the question was something crazy like, this airport was named after Ted so-and-so, Ted Stevens, I'm going to say.
Okay.
Which airport was it? He, by the way, he was, okay. It was named after him in like 2002. 5 years later, he died in a plane crash. And I was like, "Woof!" That was a dark thing to put at the end of that question. All right, and then we play that song, or we play that. Nobody gets it right. Mm-hmm. Next question I ask, I forget what it is, and then I start playing "Sweet Home Alabama," and then I say, "Okay,
I know where you're going with this.
4 bonus points." This song, "Sweet Home Alabama," I should have played as the music for the last song. If you know the connection between "Sweet Home Alabama" and a plane crash of the last question. I'm looking for one word. One word to tell me what the connection is, and you get 5 bonus points. One team got it.
Okay.
One team got it right, and yeah, it was Con Air.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and I did the whole scene. I did the whole
Define irony.
Yes. I said there's a bunch of convicts take over a plane, and they are celebrating because they took over the plane. And there's one Garland Green, played by Steve Buscemi, who leans over to
Nick Cage.
Nick Cage. What is it? It's like Dallas Range or something?
No, that's his name in Gone in 60 Seconds. Cameron Poe.
Cameron Poe.
Yeah.
Like, define irony. A bunch of convicts celebrating in a plane, dancing around to a song made famous by a band that died in a plane crash. Yes. One team got it, though. I was very happy about that. Yeah.
And that's not a cell phone answer.
No. That's a deep. You need to know.
Because when I went to trivia for that superhero night,
yeah,
that was all cell phones.
Okay. Yep.
It was bullshit.
It gets upsetting at a certain point.
Yeah.
But there's ways to like weed those people out over time. It just takes some time, some finesse.
And finally, the last category. The original Die Hard trilogy. This is 1 through 3.
This is easy. This is going to be an easy one.
So, there's Die Hard, 1998. Mm-hmm. Die Hard 2, Die Harder, ? Some people say it is, some people say it isn't. Is it Die Harder? Is that the official?
It's Die Hard : Die Harder.
Okay, so Die Harder is part of the official title.
Yes.
Okay. And then our favorite, Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Die Hard with a Vengeance, yes. No colon.
Oh, that's like the 1A. 1A, 1B. Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Right.
So, Adam, which one made the most money? Which one has the highest Rotten Tomatoes score? And which one has the lowest Rotten Tomatoes score?
All right, lowest score is 2. That's an easy one off the bat.
Okay.
As far as making the most money, I'm going to go with the Lion King strategy here as well. Die Hard 3 came out later. So therefore, because of the whole inflation thing, also we got a little Samuel L. Jackson in there, and Mr. Jeremy Irons, Scar, by the way, from the Lion King. Yeah. So yeah, Die Hard with a Vengeance made the most money, which would make Die Hard. Oh wait,
the highest Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I guess. Well, that's a tough one. Yeah, okay. Die Hard is highest ranking. Die Hard, lowest ranking.
Okay. You only got one right, Adam.
Oh no.
Well, Die Hard has the highest Rotten Tomatoes score at 92%.
Okay. Whoa, hold on. I don't like where this is going then.
The lowest Rotten Tomatoes score is Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Oh, that's right.
When we got these, Well, we got these. You defended it because it was considered rotten.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
We got video of that somewhere.
Yeah. I actually have it on my computer.
do you?
Yeah. I'll give it to you after.
Oh, yeah. We'll put it on the spoilers page.
And finally, Die Hard 2, Die Harder made the most money. 117.5 million. Die Hard 3, 100 million. And Die Hard, 83 million. Remember what I always said? Part 2 always makes the most? Because people were like, what are they going to do next? What can you do next?
Yeah. Ugh.
How could the same shit happen to the same guy twice?
Yeah.
I also like when he gets the cop from NYPD Blue. Remember, he's like the cop at the airport. Like he's like,
oh yeah,
he like runs the airport.
The guy shoots up.
Yeah, that's the scene. He grabs the gun. Yeah. He's like, the guy's like, ah.
Yeah.
He's like, there's no bullets in these guns.
Yeah. Was it red is blanks and blue is live?
Yeah,
something like that.
Mm-hmm. That was great. And then I remember as a kid, Mr. McDowell from Coming to America, the guy who owns the McDowell,
yeah,
he's the bad guy in Die Hard 2 because he does
right.
like he does like a turn on the government.
Yep. I'll tell you, son, I wish you were with us on that operation in Nam or whatever.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, it's Will Smith's fiance's father
in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mr. John Amos, that's his name. John Amos.
Okay. He's fun.
Mm-hmm. I like him.
Yeah.
Whenever he shows up, it's going to be good.
Right.
So, the movie we're doing today, so that was our little game, Adam's Game. It's a working title. The movie we're doing today is 2003's The Room, not the Brie Larson movie from like 2 years ago. This is 2003's The Room. It's considered the Citizen Kane of bad movies. We're doing this movie because The Disaster Artist comes out this weekend.
Yes.
The James Franco, Dave Franco, Seth Rogen movie, which is based on the book, which is about the guy who was in the movie, his experience of the making of The Room.
Right.
That's what the Disaster Artist movie is about. So I floated it towards Adam. Hey, why don't we just do the Room since it's coming out right now?
And I was on board.
Yep.
Because I've been aware of this movie. I've never seen it before. I've seen the clips.
Yeah.
You showed me the clips. Like, check out this.
Oh,
the
hi, Mark. Yeah.
Right. Hi, doggy.
And I've never actually seen it either. I've just seen clips. I just
good.
knew it was bad.
Yeah, but it's one of those. I'm glad we had to do it here because outside of this, I wouldn't have watched it myself.
Yes,
I did try one time, but when I got the movie, I got Room, not
the Brie Larson.
Room. Yeah,
Room.
So I was watching that and I'm like, this isn't. Where's that?
You were like, wow, this is actually pretty good.
Where's that weird guy that was talking about hi, Mark?
What's everyone talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, but by the time I realized, I was like, I like this movie. I'm gonna finish it. Yeah. So Room was good. And I enjoyed Room.
That movie's fucking deep.
Mm-hmm.
That little kid, he's
All
a good actor.
Yeah. Usually kids irritate me, but he was fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that kid was a good actor. He was nominated for an Oscar for that role. She won Best Actress.
Oh, nice.
Brie Larson. She's going to be Captain Marvel in the Marvel movies.
Okay.
Movie I probably won't watch.
All right.
Because of my stance on superhero movies.
All right.
So we're going to watch 2003's The Room. Coming in here, I thought Adam was going to have a cork board with string.
Oh, I forgot my wig.
Attached. You can go grab it if you want.
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, I'll entertain.
Just for a second.
Adam has a prop that he's going to be using. I can't wait for you guys to see it. So, The Room, 2003's The Room. You're going to have to just wait 5 minutes, and you're going to hear what we have to say, because we're going to jump into the podcast format within the next few minutes. So, how is everybody out there? Everyone good? Everyone good? I got a new phone. iPhone 8. iPhone 8, baby. Not the X, because I don't want them scanning my face. I'm a little bit of a conspiracy theorist. Got a new board game. It's coming in Monday. Sarah, honey, if you're watching, we're going to play Monday. It's called Mixtape Massacre. If any of my friends are out there, you're more than welcome to join us. Boy. About the weather. How the hell does Bill Burr do a fucking podcast by himself? Jesus, this is horrible. I've been by myself for 90 seconds. I don't know how he does a full 90-minute podcast where he's just talking to himself. I don't know. I hear him coming. What do you see what he's bringing with him?
Oh, hi, Hollywood.
Oh, hey. Oh, hey, Mark. Adam, describe to the people watching what's on your head.
I have a ridiculous black wig. It's irritating. It gets in my mouth all the time. This is my Jon Snow wig for
That was your Halloween costume
for Game of Thrones.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, let's see how long I can stand this.
Now, of course, you're wearing this because Tommy Wiseau has hair similar to that in the movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I kind of want to be a Game of Thrones character next Halloween.
All right, let's do it, man. Let's get the whole Rat Pack together.
Well, you know who I want to be.
Oh yeah, of course.
But
your boy Tywin.
how's that going to work though? I'm not an old man and I have too much hair.
Does he ever wear a hat?
No. Who could I be? I could be Littlefinger, like grow out my goatee.
Okay. Yeah.
Your Aunt Liza in the Vale.
Well, how about the
Just start talking like that?
The guy that gets his eyeballs in by the mountain.
Oh, you murdered her!
Yeah.
You killed Oberyn Tyrell.
Yes.
Oberyn Martell.
Martell.
I could be him. You murdered her! You killed her!
Yeah.
Hello!
My name is in. Oh wait, different movie.
Who would Maestro be?
He'd be Littlefinger. He's got that whole little kind of beard thing going on.
Yeah,
already.
that's true.
Like
He just needs to put the white on the sides.
he'd have fun talking that way.
Yeah. He just needs to work on that accent, the Irish.
Yeah.
To the Vale.
Yeah.
Oh, I could be Robert Baratheon.
Okay.
Titles. Yeah.
I got the stubble going on, which I've committed to for foreseeable future. This is so irritating. This goddamn hair. All right.
Well, let's see how long you can be. Oh my God, I see so many people just commenting away.
Yeah, we got we got sea salts in here.
Oh, nice.
Sea salts and Annie, my lady. Yep. They like the hair.
Babe, she said she would watch.
Oh. All right, so this is all wind up for the room.
Yes.
Which,
this is going to be. I'm glad we're doing this through Facebook Live.
I have not been more excited for a podcast than this one. I think in all the podcasts we've done,
even for Die Hard.
Nah, because I mean that's just my life. You know?
Okay.
This is something completely different.
Yep.
This is. I can't wait to start talking about it.
All right, so let's jump into it right now. So here we go. We're jumping into the podcast.
Thanks for watching on the Facebook. I still looked at the wrong camera.
That way.
I did not.
You did not bend your knee.
No, I did not look at the wrong camera. I did not. All right. Yeah. Thanks for watching on the Facebook Live. So I appreciate it. This is every other week, basically. We're a little off this week, and my show cannot be here for this one, but maybe he'll show up later on. We'll see.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Do you know why we couldn't do it yesterday?
You had a show of some kind.
Do you know who we went to go see?
I do not.
Titus Andromedon.
Oh, Titus.
Yeah, from
Christopher Titus.
No, Titus and from Kimmy Schmidt.
Oh no.
Sarah loves him, and
I can't stand
he
that dude.
he got. It was a 90-minute performance of him singing and doing comedy.
That does not surprise me.
It was great, dude. We loved it.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
we like the Kimmy Schmidt show.
It's fine. I can't binge watch it. I need to watch 1 or 2 episodes, take a break, do something else, and then it's too much.
Okay.
I
I was trying to remember if you liked that show or not.
No.
Okay. That's why I waited till now to tell you.
I don't enjoy farcical humor, and that to me is very, very farcical. Where it's like, this is entirely impossible.
Oh, it's not in your reality,
Right?
Oh,
exactly.
Because like the robot that's like a cross guard and like little background jokes like that.
Just like, these are not real people.
Okay, I got you.
And if they are real people, they're not all in the same place at the same time. That's too big of a concentration of crazy people.
Yeah.
Small doses.
Yeah.
Small doses is just fine.
Well, now we're entering a world, good transition,
Yes.
where there are no real people.
There are no real people.
All right, so here we go, into the podcast. Hello out there in podcast land, and welcome back to Spoilers, your bad movie review show on the Rat Pack Podcast Network, where your hosts have lots of opinions but zero credentials. Each week we watch a movie, usually a bad one, we crack a couple jokes, we give you our insight into the film, and we play a couple games at the end. I'm your host, Hollywood, and I'm joined by my co-host, Adam. Just Adam this time. Hello, Adam.
Hello, Hollywood.
This week, I can't. This week, we were watching 2003's The Room, to coincide with the release of Disaster Artist, the new James Franco Seth Rogen film that's about the making of The Room, which was based on a book written by a guy who was in the room and he was a producer.
Yes.
And this movie, this is considered by many to be the Citizen Kane of bad movies. This is like the holy grail. This is like one of the worst movies ever made.
I think it is the worst movie ever made.
Really?
Yeah.
In your eyes?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, before we jump in, we've done some bad ones in the past.
Yep.
We've done the Kirk Cameron Christmas.
Yep. Saving Christmas. Kirk Cameron
Saves
Christmas.
Yes. We did Zombievers.
Yep. Horrible.
We did Bastard Disguise, which almost made me quit.
Right.
I almost turned in my papers and said,
by the way,
"Here
thank you,
go."
Sea Salt, which is watching now for making us watch that.
Yeah. So we've seen some bad ones in the past.
Yeah. I can't do
Oh
can't
my.
do glasses.
Oh my. This was
This is bad.
I know you got a lot going in your brain. Before
Yeah.
I'm going to explain what's going on here, let me just give you the usual intro. We'll go from there. This film was directed by Tommy Wiseau. It was produced by Tommy Wiseau. It was written by Tommy Wiseau. And it stars Tommy Wiseau, Greg Sestero, who wrote The Disaster Artist,
Yes.
Juliette Haldeman, and Philip Haldeman. Holy shit, are they related? I guess so. I don't even know who they played.
I don't know.
Okay, let me get you a brief synopsis. We'll go from there. This is the official IMDb synopsis. Johnny is a successful banker who lives happily in a San Francisco townhouse with his fiancée, Lisa. One day, inexplicably, she gets bored with him and decides to seduce his best friend, Mark. From there, nothing will ever be the same again. I ask this every week. Have you ever seen this before, Adam?
Never.
I've never seen this before either.
I was aware of it.
As was I.
Yeah. And in fact, at the last Comic-Con that I went to, it was the Stan Lee's Comic-Con. No, I think
LA
it's
Comic-Con now, yeah.
Formerly Kamikaze. I saw Tommy Wiseau. I saw his booth. I saw the room, as I've seen in previous Comic-Cons. But this time, I felt they're just gonna like, I kind of want to check it out.
Yeah.
And he's standing there, sleeveless, just kind of like.
Does he have the long hair?
Yeah, long hair and just sleeveless. It's like, and the vibe I got was, everybody check out these muscles.
Okay.
That's the vibe that I felt like he was putting out.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt drawn, but it was like, nah, I have my girlfriend, I have my kid with me.
Uh-huh.
They're not going to want me to go over there, and they don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
I don't even know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I've just seen those little clips. Like, I want to.
Tell the listeners at home.
Yep.
You tried to. You asked Annie if she wanted to see this movie, right? And you showed her the rooftop clip, right? And she was like, "I'm out."
Well, it was the best of clips.
Oh,
It was
okay.
7 minutes long.
Oh, and it was the first 10 seconds. She was like,
Yeah, she couldn't do it.
She's like, "I'm out."
The first scene was the grocery store, the flower scene.
Oh.
And then after that, it went to the rooftop, and
She was out.
She was out.
Yeah, I couldn't get Sarah to watch this.
Yeah.
I was like, "Come on, it's not."
Oh, she's watched it now. She has seen it since then. Like in the past couple of days, she saw it because I told her this is going to be on the podcast,
Uh-huh.
and she really enjoys the podcast more, and she's seen the movie.
Okay.
So reluctantly, she finished it. The whole time texting me, "What the hell? What the hell?"
Okay. Mm-hmm. I almost wanted to do that, but I wanted to save it for this. So coming into this, Adam.
Yep.
I do the trivia where I read you lots of trivia.
Yes.
I had so many things to talk about. I was scared that I wrote down too much.
All right, I can't do the wig anymore.
But that's fine.
It's too hot.
So I wrote down so many things, and I'm like, oh my god, I have to talk more. And you said, oh, I went into a deep dive, and I texted you 2 articles that I just gave you the links to the articles, and you're like, dude, I can't get enough of this story.
Well, to be fair, those were about the Disaster Artist and kind of like peripherally about The Room.
Yeah.
I needed to know about Tommy Wiseau.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I needed.
Yes. So I showed up here an hour ago, and you're like, dude, I got the Disaster Artist on my audiobook, and I'm 70% done. I'm like, holy shit.
That's just the first
You're going to
part
know
of it.
more about this
Absolutely.
than me.
I also spent countless hours on YouTube looking at different interviews and all kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
And I I'm still not satiated.
You want to learn more?
Yes.
Okay.
This movie has broken me in a way. I don't understand what's happening. But it took a while. It was a slow burn because I saw it, and it wasn't until like a day and a half later that it was just like banging around in my mind, and I started like, how,
Yeah,
how and why and again how.
Yes.
So I started looking it up, like who is this guy? What is it? And the more I started learning about him, the more my fascination grew. Like, who is this person? What makes that? I want a little bit of that. Whatever it is that he has in his brain, I need some of that in my life because it's confounding. I still don't understand it.
This I can't believe this got made. Like, this guy funded this movie himself. To this day he still doesn't say where he got the money from. He says he imported like jackets from Korea or something.
Yeah, it's like all American fashion, I think is what it's called, or something like that.
Yeah, or he also had money from real estate, and he was an entrepreneur. I don't know. The stories I've heard, he just showed up with a bag full of money, and he's like, "All right, let's make this movie."
Yeah. Well, according to Cicero, he doesn't even know, and he's been friends with Tommy for over 15 years at this point, and to this day, he has no idea where the money comes from. He doesn't know where he actually was born. Even nobody does.
People think he's French and Polish.
There was a movie called I think it's like Bag Full of Spoon or Room Full of Spoons, which was at one point blocked from being released.
He had it blocked. Yeah.
And then the injunction got released. But in that, I think they found birth certificates where he is actually from Poland.
But he has a French last name.
Yeah, but then he claims to be from New Orleans. That's his big thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So
as far as France goes, he is on record as saying, "Oh yeah, I spent some time there," but not like that's as far as it goes.
Yeah.
He refuses to answer questions.
Yeah. Is he like the real life Jackal?
No.
Where he just
no, because he'll answer, but it's not even an answer. It's like he's just talking at you to confuse you, so you forgot what the question was. Okay. And then I watched this 1.5 hour long interview. He was on a show on Sirius Radio.
Oh my god, dude!
It was I forget the guy's name. Sam. I don't know. Damn it. It was a full long interview, and the most favorite thing for Tommy Wiseau to say was, move on, next question. But it became a joke at a certain point, and any question that got too probing, he'd be like, man, don't talk about it. Move on, next question. Wow. So he refuses to give up any information about himself.
That's most of the interview?
Yeah, but I mean, there's like jokes and things that are funny in there, and he gives bullshit answers to things that like like as far as what the room means, where the spoons mean. Okay. All his answers to these things are just like, that's not an answer.
Yeah. Bill Burr has a joke about I'm changing the topic real quick, but Bill Burr has a joke about Donald Trump, like during the election process. He said that's how he viewed Trump. He was like, it's like me when I didn't read the book. Like, oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. How you gonna do that? Oh, you'll see. You'll see. Right. It's like, that's not an answer.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, and here we go. Sea Salt's commenting that Tommy wanted his character to be a vampire, which is true.
I have that in my trivia.
Okay, yeah. And when he's like, well, what if he's also a vampire? Like, what? Apparently, he claims to be a vampire in real life. That's another thing Cicero says. Yeah. I don't know if that's how serious he was when he said that, but that is in the Disaster Artist book. Okay. That I think maybe he thinks he's a vampire. He's going to live for another 200 years. He wanted to be the next Hitchcock, and all kinds of things. Oh boy.
So Adam,
yeah,
you're familiar with the Rocky Horror Picture Show, right?
Absolutely.
It has our boy Tim Curry.
Yes.
Now, that movie is technically still on a theatrical run because they do that midnight screening every so often.
Right.
This might be the Rocky Horror for our generation because people go with like a bag full of spoons and they throw the spoons at the theater. You read about this,
yes,
right? Or heard about this?
I've seen the videos.
Yeah, they throw the spoons at there. People are like quoting it. Like have you ever been to a Rocky Horror?
Yes.
You know how people
a couple times.
No, Dr. Scott. You know how the whole crowd
goes back and forth. Yeah, it's like a dialogue with the movie.
People are doing that with the room.
Yep.
This is our Rocky Horror.
The scene that was most reminiscent of the room that I saw was when what do we have? Mark is talking to Lisa and he's like, oh, you know, with all these candles. What candles? And the music. What music? And the sexy dress. What dress? That's Rocky Horror Picture Show 100%.
Would you want to go to a live screening of the room?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. I would be
I'd
down.
be down to go with you.
Yes. We need to get a group together.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. Tommy in his interviews, he's saying this is not a movie you watch by yourself.
Yeah.
If you watch it by yourself, you're doing it wrong. You need to go out with a bunch of people, which is also a great marketing point. Go to a theater,
more ticket
bring more
sales.
people, more tickets. I'm fascinated with this man.
Yeah. I don't know how to do this episode.
I don't know.
The story.
There's no story.
There's no story. I feel like we should just talk about what we've learned. We
Okay.
should just talk, just real briefly. Just the plot is pretty much this guy. He lives in San Francisco.
Yep.
And he has a fiance who he loves, but she doesn't love him.
Right.
She's like tired of him, and she starts sleeping with his best friend Mark.
Mark.
And then his world just comes tumbling down because he finds out, and his just fucking whole world just crumbles around him. All right, we have to talk about this movie.
Okay. All right.
First,
Let's just try to do it the original way, and we'll tangent off with all the little trivia things. Because the actual storyline, there's nothing.
Yeah.
But the things that the storyline brings up to
I
talk
have
about.
more questions.
Okay. I'm sure I have answers for you.
Okay. Okay. So Tommy Wiseau plays Johnny,
Yep.
a banker in San Francisco.
By the way, no characters in this entire movie have last names.
Yep.
You check out the IMDb page.
Just
It's,
Johnny. It's Lisa. It's
Johnny, Mark, Lisa.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, all the things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, God. What the hell? I have so many like things in my head just talked about like trivia. I forgot like how it starts. How does it start? It's shots of like San Francisco,
Right.
and then it's
It starts with him coming home to Lisa.
oh, that's right.
And hey, I got a present for you.
It's a red dress.
Yeah. So she goes to try it on.
Uh-huh.
Comes back in. Oh, you look so sexy, my beautiful girl. I'll do anything for you. By the way, I did see this 1.5 times. I did start watching it again.
Okay.
But then I got sidetracked with all the other things and the disaster artist. I tried to get all of the
try to get all in.
all of the inputs.
There's a character in here named Denny.
Denny.
Please.
Mm-hmm.
Is he supposed to be a minor? Is he like a 14-year-old kid? Is he a 20-year-old college student? I don't know what's happening here.
He's between the age of 18 and 20.
So he's not a minor.
He's not a minor.
Okay.
He was a minor, I think, when he got first introduced into the lives
Uh-huh.
of Tommy and Lisa, or Johnny and Lisa.
Johnny and Lisa.
But he's now over 18. And that is touched on a little bit at one point. I forget the line, but they do reference that I think he's at least 18.
Because Johnny's paying for him to go to school.
Right. And his apartment or whatever, his condo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's there, and
This is
dude.
weird.
This scene.
Holy they start off and they just get into it.
So Denny goes, no. Lisa tells Johnny, "Let's go upstairs," and Denny goes, "Can I watch?
You know, can I come?
Can I come?
No, we want to be alone. Like, okay, I get it.
Three's a crowd."
Yeah. They go upstairs and start pillow fighting, and then Denny comes
Then
up.
Denny comes in, and they're like,
Jumps
"Oh,
in.
ha, 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 ha." They're all pillow fighting and laughing. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on
and
here?
then Danny says the creepy line is like, "Hey Danny, don't you?" Or Tommy, Johnny, "Hey Danny, don't you
Just
have
call him
somewhere else
Tommy.
to be?"
Just call him
Like,
Tommy.
no, I don't have to. Don't you have any homework? I mean, we want to have some alone time. Oh, I get it. Like, yeah, I mean, 2's fine, but 3's a crowd. The entire movie.
Yeah.
In places doesn't even belong.
Yeah.
But so he goes off and he's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing up here, Danny?" "Oh, I just like to watch you guys."
Does that he's done it in the past?
I think it was clear when they were downstairs. They're going upstairs for things. In fact, and by the way, I think every single scene, every single line of dialogue is ADR in this movie.
Yes, it has to be.
It can't,
Well, definitely his.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Tommy Wiseau's.
By the this is an interesting one.
Okay.
On the DVD,
If you have anything, just shoot it out.
Yes. In the DVD commentary, he at the very end of it, he does like a Q&A type of thing where he's talking to a camera. He's sitting in what seems to be
A room?
a room. Oh, wait till you hear why it's called the room. Do you know why it's called the room?
No.
Okay, wait till you hear that.
Okay.
But he's doing a DVD commentary,
Uh-huh.
and he's just sitting there answering questions, and even that has ADR in it.
An EDR.
Yes,
The DVD commentary.
yes. Where he's sitting there, he's answering questions, and in the middle of it, you hear his voice come out, totally different pitch, because maybe it matches his lips, but it was unintelligible, I guess, with the way he said it the first time. So even the extras outside the DVD, which is just like, no, start over. Nope, start over. Nope, start over. I guess that would have taken too long.
Yeah.
So they just like leave it in. We'll ADR it later.
Oh God.
It's that was the most distracting thing for me because of the whole audiophileness that I have. Knowing and hearing the difference and recognizing like this, they're not wearing microphones. I don't think they have boomsticks or anything.
What's the thing with the Blair Witch?
The DAT recorders.
They don't have anything.
They have nothing.
So we get our first of 3 sex scenes. There's 3 sex scenes within 10 minutes of this movie.
Yeah,
and
3 1/4 if we're counting the studying scene with the other characters that don't.
Well, actually, there's 3 sex scenes, but the footage in the second sex scene is the exact same footage.
Actually, Hollywood, I have answers for this. According to Tommy Wiseau, they recorded one sex scene between Tommy and Lisa, but they did multiple takes of this exact same thing. And now, this is during the interview, he's like, actually, if you look at the footage, if you put it side by side, you'll see it's a little bit different because they just here's a sex scene, record, okay. Now again, we'll record it again. Just the motions, I guess, were very similar. I think it's bullshit, but yeah.
All right, so I have that in my trivia. May I just read it now?
Yeah.
So if we come across something in trivia, I'm just going to go for it.
That's fine.
After filming the first love scene, Tommy Wiseau decided to write in a second love scene, but the actress playing Lisa was uncomfortable. As a compromise, the second love scene between Johnny and Lisa was created from unused shots from the first love scene. So that's what you're saying, unused love shot, which is why the candles are already lit when they arrive.
Okay. Yeah.
So let me just delete this.
I think there was one scene that was exact form for form when he had the rose and he was doing the whole like,
dude, that
petals.
So she's not cheating on him yet, right? The first time, I'm guessing when Mark. So they sleep together, and then Mark, who is the guy who Greg
Cicero,
I think. Cicero, yeah. He wrote The Disaster Artist.
Cicero's something else. That's like a literary character.
Paul Cicero is an actor. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So Mark, he was an actor in this movie, but he was also the line producer. Do you know what a line producer does in a movie?
I think they're just like the nanny, basically.
No, the line producer is like the guy in charge of keeping everything on time, on budget. You know, they're the guy who's like, okay, all right, we're losing sunset. What are we going to do? Are we going to lunch now? Or like, he's that guy.
Oh, so he's
in charge of the money.
Line?
He's in charge of the bottom line.
Okay,
and the director is in charge of the top of the top talent.
Okay,
so he's in charge of the bottom line.
Got it. Mm-hmm. By the way, he was not meant to be Mark. Is that your trivia? Do you have that?
Mm-mm.
Mark,
but I did learn that
Mark was already cast.
Yeah,
it wasn't until the day before filming started that Tommy insisted that Mark play Mark. Greg played Mark.
Yeah,
and they didn't even they couldn't fire the guy. The guy's name was Don. They was supposed to be Mark. He didn't want to fire him, so they just said, "Oh, we'll just tell them that." I'm gonna start doing a stupid voice because that's all I keep hearing now. We'll just tell them that you want to get from film for you for the producers for later, and we'll film both parts, and then we'll just cut them out later. Mm-hmm. And eventually they caught on, and it was a thing.
Yeah,
but yeah.
So it's unclear how long I'm guessing the cheating has been since after this scene. But what caused that?
The thing that's confusing to me.
So he finishes in bed, right? And it looks like she's trying to like nudge him awake to talk while after, they do their business. Yeah. And she just rolls her over like, oh, I guess I hate this guy now. I'm going to cheat on him. Is that what started? He didn't wake up?
I don't know. Because the thing that's, well, there's a lot of things that, as far as storyline goes, there's nothing connects. It's all just individuals. Like these were all meant to be shorts. Every scene was meant to be a short, and they just started piecing it together and like, oh, they seem to fit. Mm-hmm. But because she calls Mark and like, hey baby, like that's the way he addresses him at the beginning. Hey baby, hey what's up? I'm very busy right now. He's just sitting in the car. I don't know what the fuck. The excuses that they try to use in this movie to end the scene, they're just blatantly transparent to me. Like, this scene's over. Okay, I gotta go, and he leaves. I can't talk right now. I'm busy. Why? Because the scene's only 2 minutes long. Oh,
and every scene every time a person comes on camera, he has to go, "Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Danny. Oh, hi, Lisa." Like, he has to let you know who they are in case you forgot.
Right. Yeah, in case you weren't paying attention to the first first couple times they were on screen. Yeah, and then also as they're leaving, bye.
Let me ask you this, Adam. You always rip my horror movies for them not being real movies.
Yep.
Was he trying to make a real movie here, or
I believe?
Do you think that he really thought this is going to be a fucking monster hit?
Yes.
So this doesn't qualify with my horror movies, like.
No, it does, but the way it's different is how much this has affected me.
Okay.
After the fact, because at the time I finished watching it and I'm just like, I was angry. I just like, what? This is just a piece of shit. Everything about it, there's nothing, not a single thing that's redeeming about it.
Yeah.
But then it just stayed with me, and it's haunting me, and it's, I don't know, this has developed a cult classic, and
yes,
when I first heard that, I was upset by it. I'm understanding it more and more every day.
And next year is the 15-year anniversary, so I wonder if he's going to do anything for it. Next year is 15.
Oh, absolutely. He's still airing this thing. I checked online. There's still, you can buy tickets to this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night at midnight.
At that theater in Hollywood?
A theater. It's probably probably multiple theaters are doing it, but it's midnight Friday and Saturday and 9 p.m. on Sundays. If you still want to go watch this thing, 3 days. Rocky Horror Picture Show is like once every other week or once a month.
It's like once a month, once every few months.
Yeah, but it has a good turnout. Yeah. This, I can't. What if they're doing 3 nights in a week? What kind of crowd is it still drawing in?
All hipsters? Does your brain hurt?
It does.
Just try to understand
I can't.
the phenomenon behind this.
I do not understand a dang thing.
Oh, by the way, we should mention this movie came out in 2003.
Yes.
We were 19 when this movie came out. We both, before we started recording, we both told stories. Oh shit! I remember seeing his poster on Highland Avenue.
Yes,
and it's just billboard and it's a black and white photo. It says "The Room," and it's just his like face. He looks all coked out.
Yeah, he's looking down in a weird.
He looks like a vampire.
Yeah,
and I remember first seeing that poster. I'm like, is that a horror movie? And that billboard was up for 5 years.
Paid by
how much? How much did he have to pay every month to keep that billboard on Highland Avenue?
Yep, it's $5,000 a month.
For 5 years. That's $60,000 a year. That's $300,000 for the lifetime of that billboard.
Just for the billboard.
Just for the billboard. Again, nobody knows where his money's coming from. Maybe he actually is a vampire. He's accumulated gold and wealth in his time being on Earth.
Right. That okay. It's weird that's starting to make sense to me. Yeah. That's how messed up my brain is now because of this movie. I'm like, oh, maybe he is. Yeah.
So this is
a good point, Hollywood.
So this is your number 23.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. It's yes. Eventually, I'm gonna find out that I wrote this movie.
Tommy Wiseau is a pseudonym.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. So yeah, so I want to know in the second scene where now he calls the best friend. Hey, come over. Okay, he comes over and she's just like, hey, it's hot in here. Let's here's a drink. Let's bang around.
And it's another sex scene.
Yeah. Well, I can't. He's my best friend. Oh, but you can. Okay.
Throughout the whole movie, so this is the first time that we've seen them sleep together, right?
Yeah.
But every other scene before they sleep together, he's like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, I don't know. I'm like, dude, do you need a fucking runway? Do you need lights on her fucking panties? You know what's going down, dude.
Yeah.
He's every single scene. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
What's happening here?
It was just the one time the first time they met, but it was very much. She's like, oh hey, it's kind of hot in here. Ooh. Walking up, touching his arm, like, hey, what is this about, Lisa?
Yeah.
And then he goes, oh, come on, the music, the drinks, the sexy dress. What is this? Oh, I like you. And then he's like, he's my friend. I can't. Let's do it anyway. Okay. They go, sex scene, which
on a spiral staircase. That cannot be comfortable.
Yeah.
And what a weird position.
Yep.
A spiral staircase. And they live in a penthouse in San Francisco. When they went up there, it's just that one bedroom. Is that how like
That's the room.
Is that like is that like the style of penthouses? I thought that's more of like a loft, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't matter, dude.
No.
Who cares?
So they finish, and then he's like, "Oh, we can't do this again." By the way, he was supposed to have he was supposed to be naked in that scene, but he didn't want to be.
Oh, you learned that in the
Okay. That was one of the things he was like, I'm not gonna be Mark. Why? Because, well, first of all, not the first of all, but one of the things is that love scene. It's like, oh, fine, we'll switch it, Mark. We'll make it work for you. And so they do, and then that was So he was supposed to be totally nude. Didn't want to. I don't know. That ends. Oh, we can't do this again. He's my best friend. He's my best friend. He's my best friend. Hey, by the way, he's my best friend. And all right, it'll be our secret. Moving on. Good. We're done. Good. All right.
I saw this in trivia. They're best friends, but they don't meet up until like 35 minutes into the movie. Like the first time they're actually on screen together is like 35 minutes into the movie, something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess that makes sense.
Because the first time they see each other is the "Oh, hi, Mark," the roof scene.
Yeah,
that's the first time they're physically on the same screen together.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think. Who cares? It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Let's not dive too deep.
And then
I've already dived in too deep.
He goes to buy her flowers.
Yeah. This is amazing.
We have to talk about this. This is probably the most well-known scene in the movie outside of the "Hi, Mark."
Yes.
He rolls into a flower shop, and I don't know if they only had 3 minutes to film in this flower shop. It was shot so fast.
Yep.
Oh,
I don't think he stopped walking the entire time.
This definitely was ADR'd for both the lady at the flower shop. She had to have been ADR'd too. He walks in, and he goes, "Hi, it's me. Oh, Johnny, I didn't recognize you. I have your flowers. Here you go. Oh, thanks.
That's
hi,
me.
hi. That's me.
How much is it? $19. Keep the change.
Keep the change. Oh, hi, puppy." And then he leaves.
Yeah. Hi, doggy.
That was in 20 seconds.
Yeah. Maybe they ran out of time. They were like, our budget.
Was the flower shop closing? Oh, you only got 2 minutes in here?
It's closing about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's when flower shops close.
I've never seen a movie this ADR'd in my life.
No, right? The only thing that would be more ADR than this is like something that's a cartoon or animated, where it's the entire movie.
Yes. And you know what? We've seen, like I said, the Kirk Cameron movie.
Yeah.
We saw Master of Disguise.
Yep.
We saw all these shitty movies.
Yes.
Those at least how bad those were. Those had professional crew, professional looking sets that were built.
Yep.
Costumes, real sound. It at least had all as much as we hated those things. It was at least well, you like to say, Adam, a real movie.
Yes, it was an attempt.
Watching this really made me mad.
This, by the way, the reason why this film was so expensive, because they spared no expenses with the cameras.
Oh, that's in my trivia.
Is it?
Okay, I'll read it. Shot simultaneously on 35mm film and high definition video. Tommy Wiseau was confused about the difference between the two formats, so he used both cameras on the same mount. They were taped together.
Yep.
He also purchased the cameras instead of renting them, as most film productions usually do.
Yep.
I'll delete that from trivia. Do you know the difference between 35mm and video, shooting on video?
35mm is like
actual film.
Yeah.
So that means when you have to cut it, you have to actually physically slice,
right.
Like in Fight Club. You got to make the slices on the
in
reel.
industry, we call those cigarette burns.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why some shots look like real grainy and other shots look a little more clear.
Well,
the grainier ones are the film.
Apparently, they didn't even use the HD footage.
Really?
According to Tommy Wiseau,
okay,
the HD footage was not used because they found out that you can scan into 35mm and that goes to 1080p versus an HD, which would only be 720 or something. This is him talking, so I don't think it's accurate.
You just take everything with a grain of salt.
Yeah, but according to him, the HD footage has never been used. The Blu-ray editions, which there are Blu-ray editions of this movie, were from the 35mm film. What? So, and he also teased that maybe, since there was 2 cameras on the same rig, that maybe one day we'll release this in 3D.
He actually said that?
Yes. How would you like to see a room in 3D? Yes? Yeah. We'll do it in 3D then.
Oh my God. Dude, this guy is... So I told you before we recorded, some people have this conspiracy theory that this guy created this character and he's performing it like he's very Andy Kaufman-esque, where like, I'm going to stay in character for 15 years.
Okay.
I don't know how true that is. I think he's genuinely like this.
Yes. Well, here's the thing, because I before I started harkening back, I heard him on a podcast with Adam Carolla years ago.
Wiseau?
Yes, years
Really?
and years ago.
Okay.
Because they were talking about, I certainly hope it's this movie, and I'm not blending things together, but he was very emphatic, trying to be serious about it. And like, no, this is a real movie, and I was supposed to make a sequel, but the studios, they fucked me, so I did it myself. that was basically the gist of it. Like, he wanted to get it done. They said no, so he's like, well, I'm going to do it my own way then. Mm-hmm. And he did it. And there's supposed to be another movie coming out. It may be confusing things, but I feel like and I think according to Mark also, this was meant to be his like crowning achievement.
His Citizen Kane.
Right.
That's actually also in my trivia.
Is it?
Okay. Oh, well, about the studios.
Oh, okay.
Where is it?
Also, this is based in fact then. Maybe I did hear that. I'm not confusing things.
Where is it? Oh, here we go. According to Greg Sestero, Tommy Wiseau submitted the film to Paramount, hoping to get them as the distributor. Usually it takes about 2 weeks to get a reply. The film was rejected within 24 hours. So I'll delete this one.
Oh, man.
Where are we in the plot? What does it matter?
The flower shop still.
Yeah.
So, what to me, the only thing that makes this scene make sense is him being a director and him being an actor is messing with it, and that's why this whole movie failed. Because in his mind, as a director, these are the things that need to happen in this scene.
Mm-hmm.
As long as these things happen, we're good. All right, now let's get them done. I need to walk in. I need to say hi. I need to get the flowers.
I need to pay for the flowers.
And I need to leave. There's a dog just sitting on the counter. I have to acknowledge it.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, these are the objectives of this scene, and apparently based on his notorious lack of memorizing his own goddamn script, he's like, all right, these are the bullet points. All right,
mm-hmm.
Got it. Walk in. Hey, how's it going? There's my flowers. Thank you. Keep the change. Hey, doggy, and he's out. Because and then looking back at it, did I hit what I needed to hit? Walked in, flowers, hello, walk out, pay for it, dog. Got it. We got it. Move on. Next scene. Okay. That's the only way I can make anything of this movie make sense. Him as a director is getting in the way of him as an actor. Because now he's just like, this needs to happen in this scene. I'll make it happen and move on. Was it done well? I'm a director. I'm not the actor.
Yeah.
Because he's got the different hat on.
Yeah.
Takes the hat off. Now I'm an actor. Make the director happy. Let's get his job done. Boom, 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 boom. Done. Hit all the points, right? Are we good? Wrap it.
I have something close to it in trivia. I'll just read it. Tommy Wiseau frequently forgot his own lines or miscues, requiring numerous retakes and on-set direction from the script supervisor. As a result, much of his dialogue has to be redubbed in post-production. Dude, the editors of this movie this must have been a nightmare.
Yeah.
They can't use any thing he shot. They have to clean up, I'm sure they're one way you can clean up bad audio, if you can't pick it up, is to quickly cut away or have them find some shot where he's picking up water and he's drinking like that. So,
yeah.
And then you can dub up. This must have been a nightmare cutting this thing, dude.
A lot of it is the whole B-roll thing. And this is what I try to do when I do the productions at Rat Pack. Rat Pack Podcast, Rat Pack Productions at dronebox.com. Mm-hmm. I'll try to get B-rolls of just sitting there listening.
Mm-hmm.
All right, don't make a sound. Don't move your lips. Just sit there.
Oh, in Speed?
And shake your head.
Like in Speed where they have to sit still?
Let me just get 10 seconds of this in case I need to cut something else so I can do it. So this is an edit point.
Mm-hmm.
I can use this as an edit point to cut to you.
Oh, yeah.
While I fix the audio problem and then go back to what it needs to go to.
So that means the editors had to do this times a million for the footage they got.
I don't know. I can't imagine.
I'm surprised he didn't edit the movie himself.
Maybe he did. maybe that's where we have what we have.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets the flowers. He goes back home now. Hey, Lisa, I got you some flowers.
This is the pizza scene, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he says,
"Oh, we missed the scene with the mom."
Oh my God, the mom. So the mom, the mom. This is Lisa's mom.
Yeah.
Lisa's mom buries the lead. You know this term, right? Burying the lead.
Yeah.
She talks about, oh, my brother is trying to take money from the house that we have. We agreed. You have to marry Johnny because he has a good. Oh, and by the way, I'm dying. The results came in. I have cancer.
Yeah.
Oh, so Lisa. What? And that never is addressed again.
One of the many storylines.
There's several things that are brought up that are never touched on again.
Come in and come out.
I don't know. She said she's dying. She has breast cancer.
Right. But and also one of the favorite lines I feel like of Tommy is, "Don't worry about that."
Yeah.
Every time a problem comes up, "Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry. Why? Don't worry so much." Mom has breast cancer. "Oh, don't worry about it. It's gonna be all right." What?
That's like Trump, dude. That's what Bill Burr say about Trump. Like, don't worry.
Believe me. Believe me.
You'll see.
I got it.
See.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be amazing. Believe me. Yeah. So the mom comes in. This is where we first find out that she's not
and this
happy.
conversation. They talk for 2 minutes. She's like, "Okay, got to go. Bye." This could have been done on a phone call. Every scene with the mom could have just been done on a phone call.
There's so many scenes where people come into the scene, handle their business,
and leave.
I gotta go.
It's like a play, right?
Yeah.
It's like a theater play.
No, but it's all like bullshit.
I know.
Hey, I just came over to see. I came over to see Tommy. Oh, he's not here. Okay, well, I gotta go do some things.
Yeah.
Like, well, then what the fuck? You're just gonna walk in and say, "Hey, Tommy, I gotta see you, but I gotta leave now." What if he was there? You can't have a conversation then.
Yeah.
And the mom, same thing. Comes in. Oh, tell me about your problems. Okay, you want to talk about it? I gotta go anyway. I got things to do. Bye. Everybody comes into a scene with purpose, handles their business, and then immediately is like
exposition. Oh. They do an exposition dump.
Yeah.
Okay, gotta go.
I gotta go. And again, I think this is the director saying these are the objectives you have to accomplish. Once you got them, you get out. Exit right away. Why? I got things to do.
Yeah.
Like the first scene when we see Mark. He's sitting on the phone like, "Hey, are you busy, Mark?" "Yeah, I'm very busy. What do you need?" "All right. No, I want to talk to you." "All right, let's talk. What do you want to talk about?" "I told you I'm very busy." "All right, I gotta go."
Mm-hmm.
No, he's doing nothing. He's busy doing what? These are just the way that Mark describes it, or Greg describes it in the Disaster Artist. The entire dialogue is based on Tommy's limited grasp of the English language and interactions with people. So these are all perfectly logical and good conversation things that you can have with somebody.
Yeah.
Because these are things that would be said. Yes, of course they would all be said.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't get said back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
That's not how conversations work.
Yeah, just because somebody will say that at some point in their life doesn't mean
you have to jam them in to one scene.
These are all things everybody says, so everybody's going to be happy. Everybody can relate to these words because everybody says these words.
You know how like Tarantino, when he writes a movie, the dialogue flows naturally?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you know what they call a quarter pound with cheese and they don't call it a quarter pound. No, man, they got the metric system. They don't know what the fuck a quarter pounder. Like that sounds like it's a natural conversation.
Yeah, what do they call it?
Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese.
See, a Big Mac's a Big Mac, but they call it Le Big Mac. Le Big Mac.
Yeah.
What do they call a Whopper? I don't know. I didn't go to Burger King. See, that's like a natural. That's a natural dialogue.
Those are things people actually talk about. It's like, what do you call a Whopper? Don't worry about it. What? I gotta go.
No, actually, the scene should have been. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Oh my God.
We're 15 minutes into this movie. We got to figure out how to make this move.
There's too many things.
Yeah. So Johnny doesn't drink.
Apparently,
that's the whole thing.
But is he sober or he just doesn't drink?
I'm guessing he just doesn't drink at all.
Okay.
And Lisa's like, "Come on, I ordered a pizza. You think of everything, Lisa.
You're so great. Did you get your promotion? No, they're using me. They betrayed me and they take my ideas, and I don't even care anymore."
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if you owned a small business and you have a question about your account, oh, Johnny will see you. It's this
Yeah.
fucking guy. What does he do at the bank? He's not a teller.
No, it can't be. Walking in with his sunglasses
So
and
he's
his long hair.
he's a banker?
Yeah. What can I help you with your monies?
You have to pay or the bank's going to take you home. I could put you on a fixed rate loan, man.
That seems like a high APR. Don't worry about it.
Wait, but I've read that fixed APRs are better. No, don't.
Shouldn't plan
don't
so
sign
much.
That, no. Holy shit. Is he, because he's a banker in San Francisco, is he responsible for the homeowners crisis that took place in 2007? Was he signing off so many bullshit loans? Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can afford it.
Don't worry about it so much.
Oh, your assistant manager of Burger King, you Ford House. Yeah, sign. Jesus. So he doesn't drink. This is the story.
Yeah.
And she poured. Do you know what 2 drinks she mixed?
I don't know.
I have it in trivia.
Do you?
She mixed.
Please tell me. Hold on. The only thing that would make sense.
Well, you know what one of them is.
What's a vodka?
Yes, but do you know what the brown one is?
It can't be whiskey because that's disgusting. It would have to be like a vermouth or something.
It's scotch and vodka.
Oh, come on. What the?
Uh-huh.
That is an outrage.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Is that something he drinks in his fucking... Is that what they drink in Transylvania? Where he's from?
That's disgusting.
Yeah. So he takes... I love his interpretation of people who are drunk. His tie is wrapped around her forehead. She's like, ah!
Yeah. Oh, we're being silly.
Is that how he thinks people who are drunk act?
Yeah.
They put the tie around the head.
And in case you didn't know he was drunk, he then goes on to announce it.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'm drunk and I'm tired and I'm going to bed. I'm wasted is what he calls himself. And then
I just love that his tie is around her head.
Yeah.
She's like, ah!
That's a Howie Mandel move from Bobby's World. That's how the show started. Opening credits.
Oh, yeah.
Howie Mandel.
The tie around the head.
Yeah. So they're saying he's a drunkard now? Bobby's dad's drunk? Rude.
So we get the sex scene. So now there's another sex scene, but it's the unused footage from the first sex scene.
Right.
I think that's hilarious that he wanted to do another sex scene, and she's like, "Nah, I'm not comfortable with that."
Let me tell you.
But with the Mark character, she was like, "Oh yeah, I'll film every fucking scene you want."
Apparently, part of the audition process for Lisa.
Oh my god.
It wasn't a sex scene, but there was making out involved. And this Lisa, who plays Lisa? Juliet Daniel. They would just be making out, like as a rehearsal. That's just the thing that they would do apparently. And there was a couple of actors that were supposed to be Lisa that didn't work out. Some of which because all right, so who's this Johnny character who's playing the Johnny role? That guy. Yeah, I don't think I can fit this into my schedule. Yeah, I gotta go. And then apparently he was very rude to these other Lisas, and they eventually bounced out. But this one, just like everybody that's on this movie, is pretty much has a broken soul. They're just like, it's gonna be tape. It's gonna. This will be for a demo reel later. Fine, whatever it takes. Let's just get this over with.
Well, this isn't part of my trivia, but as I was going through the trivia on IMDb, one of them said the majority of the cast and crew thought that no one was going to see this movie.
Absolutely. Yep.
So they were just like, "Fuck it."
Yep.
It's a paycheck.
Yeah. That was also a thing that got Greg into it. The Mark character, that he offered to pay him an exorbitant amount of money. He doesn't say what the number is, but be Mark. You should be Mark. I wrote the part for you, and I'm gonna be saying this voice. This is gonna become my inner monologue now. This goddamn voice. And so he agreed to do it against his better judgment because he was gonna get paid for it, and he thought it's not gonna get released anyway. And then after filming started, he saw a note from Tommy saying, "You'll get 95% of the money after we wrap production."
Holy shit!
Yeah. So he's just like, "All right, that's fine." Oh fuck. This is never gonna wrap. What if this never wraps? I don't get paid.
Do you know how long it took?
No.
I have it in my trivia.
Okay.
This filming took over 6 months. In that time, 2 cinematographers, along with their crews, resigned, and 3 actors left, being either recast or replaced with a completely different character. 6 months to film this. No action sequences.
There was
no special effects besides the green screen roof.
There was a part in the book that he talks about that there was a scene, the whole scene. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. That scene took as long to film as it took. I'm gonna fuck up the name. I'm gonna say Cameron to film D-Day in like Saving Private Ryan.
Oh my god.
The D-Day, storming the beach. That scene took as long to film.
That's in the
book. Tear
book.
me apart, Lisa.
That's in the book.
Yeah. Where does the time go? Because he just line. Also, apparently he showed up to set late, 3 to 4 hours every single day. Every single day.
The writer, producer, director, actor.
Yes. 8 o'clock call time. Shows up at 3 or 4 in the
He
afternoon.
shows up at lunch.
Yeah. Yeah, basically they're already having lunch. To the point where the makeup artist started coming in 4 hours late every day and was never noticed. Oh my god. So many things.
It hurts, dude. I'm like, I have tears just from laughing.
All right, where are we at? What's next?
So she gets him drunk. So is her plan, I'm going to get him drunk to egg him on to hit me? Because the next scene is when she's meeting with the mom and saying, he was drunk last night and he hit me. Yeah. And the mom's reaction isn't, oh my God, my daughter was struck. It was, Johnny doesn't drink. Right. That's her first reaction to my fiance hit me.
Right. Absolutely. Yep.
Johnny doesn't drink.
I think the point of it was get him drunk so that he doesn't remember. Oh. So that if I say this, he can't refute it.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Only logical thing so far in the movie.
You're defending it.
Yeah.
No.
It always ends up happening. So he tells mom, he hit me. I don't think I love him anymore. Like, well, but he's a good man. He provides for you. You got to stay with him. I know men. After all.
What a character. What can we I think next is the Denny and drug dealer scene on the roof.
Yes, with Chris H. Or Chris R.
So this is something that's brought up and it's never touched on again.
Yep.
This is why I'm thinking this guy has to be like underage.
No, I'll tell you why he isn't.
Okay.
This is defended in one of the many interviews I've seen.
Okay, so they're on the so they all live in this penthouse apartment building. So it's a common roof.
Yeah.
So Denny's up there, and this fucking white drug dealer is up there. He's like, "Hey man, you got my money," and he pulls a gun out and he's gonna put it to his head.
Yeah.
And he goes, "I'll get you your money, I swear." And then Mark and Johnny come out and they're like, "Hey, what's going on here?" And they fight him off.
Yep.
And they go, "We'll take him to the cops."
Yep.
They then escort him to the SFPD, I'm guessing, and they come back within 3 minutes.
Yep.
They're like, "What happened?" And then the way he's grabbing Denny's head and like stroking his head, like, "Oh, it's okay, Denny."
Because again, in the director's mind, I feel like this is meant to be a compassionate scene to show how much I care for this boy. But he keeps lifting his head off my chest. So I'm going to get it back on there.
But
you're ruining the scene, Denny.
But this scene comes out of nowhere. It's never addressed again.
Nope.
Never brought up, "Hey, what happened to that drug dealer?"
Nope.
Did he buy the drugs on credit? Where's my money? Don't you usually give them cash on the spot?
That's not how drug dealers work. Yeah.
So when
There's no credit system.
So when we were watching The Wire, Bodie didn't take fucking credit, dude.
Yeah, it's like, hey, let me get what was the name of it? Like a nuclear disaster or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, let me get some of that annihilation, and I'll pay tomorrow.
Oh no, fuck no, Bodie. You know Bodie's not taking that shit, dude.
You can't hear all the slapping sounds, but I was making a lot of things for the video audience.
And then you try to tell that to Marlo too.
It was exhausting. Yeah. Marlo.
Dude, Marlo and Chris and Snoop. Fuck no, dude.
Nah. The fuck you mean?
You come over here and try to buy you drug without cranberry water?
That's a better.
That's
Snoop.
my Snoop.
That's a great Snoop. That's much better than my Snoop that I was trying to do right now. You didn't even know I was trying to do Snoop, right?
No,
yeah, that was real bad.
So yeah, he gets taken to. Have you ever seen someone get mugged and you're like, "Don't worry, ma'am, I'll take this guy to the cops for you."
Yeah,
that's what happens at the scene.
Oh, Spider-Man, maybe. I got him, and he's taken care of. It's fine.
So you were saying through an interview about
he is not 18 or he's over 18. And this is proven by the fact that they will not allow the mother to call the cops on him. Because if he's under 18, they'll treat him as a juvenile.
Oh.
Over 18, that's a mark on your permanent record and you're screwed for life.
And is this something from Tommy Wiseau, his logic? Okay.
Yep, absolutely.
Wow, that actually makes sense.
Yeah, well, it's so crazy because everything in the movie he can relate to comments on society as a whole. I don't know how he does it. Sometimes I'm just like, what did because I like half tuned out. I don't know how you got there. It doesn't matter. But this one was like how. Yeah, it's because of the system. You know, it's against the people, so we don't want them to put the kid away for life.
Yeah.
Just oh my god. So that's how we know he's over 18.
Okay.
But again, they've been dating for 5 years, so maybe at the time he was 13 when Denny was first brought in.
Maybe. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What do you think the age difference is between Johnny and Lisa?
According to Johnny or according to reality? Because he refuses to name his age as well. That's another thing he's very secretive about. Yeah. Where he comes from, where his money comes from.
Count Dracula, dude. Yeah. He's been alive forever.
Right. Yeah, because if you told us the real answer of 5,000 years, we wouldn't believe it. It's got to be. I think at the time he was 40.
She looks like she's like 27.
Okay, I'll go mid-20s.
Mid late 20s.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's got to be at least 40. In fact, I think that's in the book. I think he's referred to as 40-ish.
Okay.
Or 30-ish at the time that he met Greg for the first time.
Okay.
Which was maybe 10 years previous, or I don't remember. There's a lot of information swimming around in my head.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, we got a comment here.
And
drug dealers sometimes front you the money for drugs.
Who is this?
This is somebody named Annie. Not that Annie, guys. Don't worry about it. Profits and they're trying extra cash. Just saying. Okay. Apparently, maybe it's a thing. I don't have a lot of interactions.
That was never addressed on The Wire.
Right.
Everything I know about everything I know about the drug world is on The Wire.
Right. Omar wouldn't stand for it. No, Omar would kill you.
So is this on the roof where Denny says, "I love Lisa. I look at her and I want to kiss her," and he's like, "Oh no, it's okay. People love each other like humans. You know, you'll find someone in life."
Yeah.
Oh, we also forgot to mention, Denny straight up tells Lisa, "I love you, and every time I see you, I want to kiss you." And she's like, "Oh, Denny."
No, hold on. Okay.
Oh no.
Again, as I've seen this movie more than once. The way Denny walks in at one point and sees Lisa there, he's like, "Oh, you look so beautiful. Can I kiss you?" And she's like, "What?" No, she's like, "Oh, I'm just kidding. I love you and Tommy." And that's the end of that scene.
Yeah.
But on the roof is when he says, like, I think I'm in love with Lisa. Every time I see her, I just want to kiss her and tell her I love her. And then, of course, the fiance to Lisa is like, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's okay. It's fine. People, love is a weird thing. You can love somebody deep in your soul, and we don't have to say words.
Yeah.
If everybody in the world had loved each other more, we'd be better off." And that was meant to be the deepest line of all time. I guarantee it. I just thought of it. I'm going to say
That's
this
his
word.
message for the world.
Yes, and the masses are going to be like, "Oh shit, he's right. You know what? We should change our ways." I'm starting with the man in the mirror.
The Michael Jackson song. Well, based on that first scene, I wouldn't be shocked if fucking Denny like watched him have sex before.
I would not be shocked by that either.
Can I watch? Oh, yeah. Three's a crowd.
Oh, by the way, the drug dealer scene, that cost $80,000 to shoot.
Oh my god.
Also, that was shot multiple times. The first time that drug scene was supposed to happen was in an alley. The same alley they're playing football in later.
in their tuxes?
Yes, in their tuxes.
Is that explained in the book?
The tuxes? One of the interviews I saw, he explains it a little bit. But
we'll get there.
They filmed in the alley. That was the first day of shooting, was in the alley. And they had Chris R. Why is he called Chris R? Because Chris R is more gangster.
That's from him?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, this is Greg talking about it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. They filmed the scene, and then in the alley, fine, we're done. So Chris R, he's out. days or weeks later, I want to redo that scene again, but on the roof this time. Why don't you call Chris R? Tell him to come down for the shoot. Like, all right. Calls him. He's shopping with his girlfriend at the grocery store. Tell him to come down now. It's important. Is he an actor or not? So then he comes back in, and he's pissed because he already everybody knows that Tommy is going to burn this fucking place to the ground. And they're just waiting for it to happen. So when he calls him, like, hey, how's it going? Oh, you didn't burn the studio down yet? Like, nah, but he's working on it. Listen, we need you to come back in for a shoot. And he comes back in, and according to Greg, and also according to me, the best performance in the entire room
was Chris R.
That was the only believable thing in this sea of unbelievability.
Yeah.
Was his, give me my fucking money.
Yeah.
Because he showed the passion that everybody else was lacking. And goddamn it, it's really sad that that's the scene that does it. All right. So where are we now? He gets...
when does he find out about hitting her? This is bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Isn't that like coming soon? Isn't that like now?
Right before he talks to Denny on the roof.
Oh, okay.
Because he comes up, oh, hey, Mark, what's happening?
Oh.
And then he talks to Mark about...
well, we have to talk about that scene, dude.
Yeah.
That's in the trailer.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right.
This is the most popular scene.
Yes.
The most well-known scene in the movie.
I showed this scene to my daughter. Because I told her, I'm doing this movie on spoilers. You can't watch it, baby, because it's an adult movie. Because of all this things. And I said, but you can watch this best of clip because it's fine. It's just PG rated.
Yeah.
And she recognized the roof scene. She was like, I've seen that on YouTube videos.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Like, what?
Yeah, people made like memes out of it and stuff. Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry, the loop. I don't know those things.
Yeah. So he somehow finds out that supposedly he hit Lisa. So he comes out of the roof and he's holding a water bottle. And he goes, I did not hit. This is bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. And he drops the water bottle. Oh, hey, Mark.
It's a beautiful. This is why the cult classic has developed, because you want to watch that over and over again, not because it's good, because it is so bad.
Yes.
And not only is it so bad, it made the final cut. So what does that mean about all the other takes?
Have you ever heard Patton Oswalt do the joke about Deathbed? Deathbed was a movie in the 70s. This is a real movie.
Oh, yes.
And it's about a bed that eats people.
Yes.
And he goes, so that means two things either happen. Either the screenwriter, he never had a moment's down. He's at the typewriter just like, and then the bed eats the guy. This is awesome. Yes. And he goes, or what if he had moments of doubt and he fucking worked through them? That's so much more worse to me. It's like, and then the bed eats what the fuck am I writing? Oh no, I will finish this. Yeah. That's what that reminds me of.
No, I will finish this.
So what was left on the cutting room floor? That's true. I didn't think of that. Yeah. Like, so what could have been cut out?
Well, apparently there was audio issues during this scene as well.
Okay.
He goes up and he's like, oh, hey, Mark, what's happening? Oh, I'm just thinking about women and how do you think they cheat like we do? Like, no, my niece loves me and she's faithful. I'm loyal. I love it. Like, you never know, man. I know this guy that had like, he had 12 chicks.
Oh, God.
Or this chick had 12 dudes and the guy found out about her and beat her up and he's like,
he was just laughing. He's like,
what a crazy story. Apparently, the story about that, the I think his name was Sandy or somebody. Somebody that was behind the camera kept telling him, this is not a laughing matter. Stop laughing when you say this.
So the Seth Rogen character, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Probably. But he couldn't do it. And the line that he says where he beat up the girl so bad he had to put her in a hospital on Figueroa Street or something. That is where Tommy lived. And he lives on Figueroa. There's no hospital on Figueroa Street, but he used that line to try to get Tommy's attention. Like, hey, fucking pay attention, pay attention to this scene. And he just drifts off and he gets all over the fucking place. He doesn't know where he is or what he's doing. But all the audio was so bad, and all the other takes, they had to keep that street name in the film, which pissed him off because he doesn't. As private as he is, I don't want people knowing what street I live on. Even though he doesn't live there anymore, it's like, oh, this is private information.
They're gonna find out that's where my coffin is.
Right? Yeah. You're gonna find corpses everywhere. So the rooftop scene happens. Mark is kind of pretty much trying to tell him, like, yeah, I'm banging your wife. And then Denny comes up and is like, hey, I'm also in love with your wife. Turns out, he's like, hey, everybody's fine. Don't worry about it. Let's get out of here. Moving on. There's a scene with the therapist guy.
Oh yeah, this guy shows up and then he disappears. Another just disappears.
Well, he doesn't disappear. He gets recast.
Wait a minute. Is the guy who comes in at the party like, what are you doing? Was that supposed to be him?
Yes.
Oh my god.
It was supposed to be the same thing.
I kept wondering, who the fuck is this guy?
That's the way it worked out. They talked about it on an interview. It was
Okay.
like, it was supposed to be that guy, but he wasn't available that day. So it was like, oh, we'll just give it to that guy. Hey, you want to play this role? Okay.
Adam,
What the?
my horror movies, they at least try.
But I don't know. Because I feel like this guy was actually trying. He has a different target. What he's trying to make is so outside of everything else in the world that it doesn't work. At least with horror movies, I feel like they have this is our audience. I'm gonna play it to this audience. This guy has no audience. He's got no anything.
Okay.
He's just his audience is him, and he made a movie that he loves, and then it got destroyed, ripped apart, put back together, and then raised on shoulders, and now exalted, and he's just fucking riding that train.
Yeah, the therapist friend.
Yeah.
Oh my god. We're barely like halfway. I thought you said there was no plot.
Well, it's just the scenes themselves.
Yeah.
They're so stupid. All
Yeah.
right, we can fast forward a little bit.
Yeah.
Talk to the therapist. Hey, things are weird. Okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And then he leaves. And then the therapist is now talking to Mark. And Mark is just like, oh, back off, Doc. Oh, you're trying to analyze me or whatever. He's like,
This is where he threatens to push him off the roof.
yeah. He's like, you're having an affair with Lisa, aren't you? Ah, what? No. Ah, grabs him by the collar, pulls him over to the side of the roof. Not like dangling him like Batman would,
Yeah.
but just like, can you look over that corner real quick? Just put your head over, just for a second. And that's supposed to be a murder, attempted murder scene.
Yeah.
It's badly shot.
Very. You can totally tell it's green screen around them.
Oh, by the way, do you want to talk about the rooftop scene? Did we say that on the podcast?
No.
As far as where it is?
Oh no, we talked about it before we were recording.
That's right.
So you can tell on the roof in the background that it's a green screen.
Yep.
So I'm thinking, okay, they did a green screen because you never know with weather. It's San Francisco.
Yep.
It's cold and damp all the time.
Yep.
It's not always sunny. I'm guessing they did this in a studio or in a warehouse or something to control the elements.
Right.
And then I found out they shot it on a green screen.
But wait, hold on. By the way,
Uh-huh.
they rented a space, a studio space,
Yes.
which had an indoors.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they shot it outside with a green screen.
In the parking lot of the studio. And this is why, this is also talked about in the book. There's certain scenes that it looks more gloomy than others because that was just the weather. You can't control that.
Which is why I thought they used the green screen.
I know! So instead of doing indoors to avoid that, they put it outdoors to get that. They found ways to make it more complicated.
Yeah. I think he loves a challenge, dude.
I don't think he understands. But based on the book, he is completely disconnected from any reality that anybody we would know would claim to be in. And I am crazy jealous of that. I am so crazy jealous of that.
You know who our missing partner here.
Yeah.
I could picture him being a Tommy Wiseau if we were to try to make a movie.
Yeah.
Throwing the wrench in the gears.
He has wowed me in a couple of shots I was trying to get at the drone box. Where it's like, why don't we do it this way? Like, all right. First of all, I spent the past 2 weeks planning this shot or this scene.
Yeah.
And you're coming to me 2 minutes before we start recording, and you just want to switch it up. I appreciate it. I appreciate the effort. I know I like where your head's at. However,
you're doing the Taffer?
Yeah, I'm just. This is the tab. You can't just do those things, okay? These things are here for a reason, and you just cannot change it.
Yeah. We forgot to mention one of the scenes where Lisa and her mom are talking. Tommy Wiseau's in the bathroom or in the closet or something, and he overhears that that she cheated on him with Mark, and he goes, "This is bullshit. I'm gonna catch her." And he puts a tape recorder on a phone.
Yep.
I don't think that's how that works.
No. And this was actually a complaint also that my girlfriend gave me.
Okay.
What he does is he gets a cassette tape.
Pulls out of his jacket. So the conceit is he carries that on him at all times.
As a banker, I mean, you need to have these things, obviously.
Yes. So the idea is that he carries this tape in his jacket pocket at all times.
Yeah.
But that's not the stupidest part.
No. And this is the complaint. Maybe it's the same complaint you have. That he goes and he plugs it in, which you can do. There are things you can get from like the spy shop or whatever that you plug into the phone line, into the recorder, phone line comes out, blah, blah, blah. Record it. A cassette tape, 30 minutes?
An hour?
60
maybe 90 at the most.
Yeah.
90 at the most.
If you're doing like a long play, I don't know if that's a thing with cassettes or VHS only, but this I think days have passed.
Yes.
Since this initial trying to be spy thing. Okay. Fuck it. Let's just skip to that part.
Yeah.
And now he's going to confront Lisa. Hey, I got the evidence. He pulls the tape out, pops it in, presses play, and it's somehow magically rewound to the beginning of that exact conversation they were having.
Yep.
I know technology has things where it's like it won't record until things, not in 2003.
No. And not on a tape.
And not in Tommy Wiseau's life.
Yeah.
So it's so pretty much they got caught cheating. Lisa gets more brazen about it. She has a party for Tommy.
She gets more reckless.
Yeah.
She's constantly calling Mark.
Yep.
And she's constantly calling Mark, and she's always like, come on over. Oh, hey. We got it.
Oh, Maestro's here. Look at you,
Hey.
man. Oh, I don't have a mic set up. Damn it.
It's okay.
All right.
We're almost done with the room.
Yeah.
Or are we?
I don't know. While you're doing the spiel, I'll set up a mic for him so he can join in with the last part of the conversation.
Yeah, so pretty much we're coming to the end of the movie here.
Yep.
They're setting up a surprise party for
Tommy,
his birthday.
Johnny, his birthday, yeah.
And they're inviting everybody he knows. And then they're oh, ha, we're having a good time. And Lisa's like, oh, why don't everybody go outside to get some fresh air? Not you, Mark.
Right.
And she just like sits in his lap. And then the guy walks in. He's like, hey, what's going on here? That was supposed to be the psychiatrist guy.
Yep, the therapist guy that they had
miscast.
Yep.
He's like,
not miscast. He just wasn't available for that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. They recast him.
Yeah.
Is the word I should say. And he goes, this is going to crush Johnny. And then everybody comes back in, hey, what's going on? Well, no. Later, there's music playing, and she's dancing with him, and their faces are within inches of each other.
Yeah.
And
this is before the cheating scene happens.
They're no longer trying to hide it.
Right. It's all over. It's all over.
So then Tommy Wiseau gets the tape.
Yep.
And he goes, I'm going to play you what I heard.
Yeah. So he plays it now. Well, hold on. There's also shit. Who cares? We've gone into too much detail about too many things already.
Yeah.
So then he goes upstairs and he's playing the tape. Oh, we'll see about this. Or no, he locks himself in the bathroom. That's what it is. After the party's over, him and Mark have a fight. There's a scuffle. If you want to call it a fight, it's just like kind of a shoving match. They get broken apart. Everybody leaves. He goes upstairs. He locks himself in the bathroom, like the manly man that he is. And then she goes upstairs. Hey, come out. No, fuck you, bitch.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere.
It was weird.
Oh, and then he tells Mark, "You'll see, motherfucker." But the way he says it, it's
crazy. It's weird. But I understand what he was going for.
Yeah,
because up to this point,
he's been the calm. Hey, everything's okay.
Right. So by cursing, I'm portraying how angry I am.
Yes.
Even though it comes across to us as the audience as, oh, that sounded weird. What was it? What are you doing?
Well, he like apologizes, like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mark," and then like he tries to shake his hand. He's like, "Fuck you, motherfucker."
Yeah. It gets weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was very, Maestro, come in here for a second. Are you there, Maestro? If this Tommy Wiseau was Morgan Freeman ordering the death of somebody in like a wanted movie of some kind, well, how would he say that?
Tommy? Shoot this
You got it on the mic.
Shoot this motherfucker.
All right. Very good.
Is that all you wanted me for?
Yeah. We'll talk later. Oh, sorry. What? Yeah, so he gets crazy. He locks himself in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I'm not coming out of here, you bitch. And then she hops on the phone, calls Mark. hey, baby, I miss you. I wanted to have your arms around me. This
Yeah.
guy's an asshole. And now Mark, okay, this is another thing that happens. This is another criticism of Mark, Greg, in the book. The characters, their motivation changes from scene to scene.
Yes.
When one scene, she's like, oh, I love you. You're the best. Next scene, I don't love him anymore, and he's the worst. Next scene again, oh, make love to me. We're great. And then Mark also is just, oh, he's my best friend. He's my best friend. I can't. What are we doing? And then now he's like, yeah, you know what? I don't like him anymore. It's like, wow,
Yeah.
heel change.
You've seen Casino, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember when Pacino's, not Pacino, Pesci's fucking Sharon Stone?
Yep.
And she's like, I want you to whack him. And he goes, I've known this guy 35 fucking years and you want me to whack him? So,
In the scene before, he's just like shoving her head.
yeah.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to get at is like, I don't know how long Mark and Johnny have known each other, but in the world of the mafia hitmen, even they have a code like, you want me to whack this fucking guy after I've known him for 35 fucking years? Instantly, Mark's like, yeah, you're right, fuck him.
Yeah. Yeah. It's over. He shoved me like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So I'm out. I'm over it. And then he comes out of the bathroom while she's like packing a bag. And he's like, who are you talking to? Nobody. Oh, we'll see about that.
And he gets the tape.
Yeah, gets the tape, plays it, and she's exposed. And this is apparently his favorite scene of all time, of the entire movie.
Oh my god.
You tear me apart, Lisa! That's his favorite scene in the entire movie.
Okay.
Which, by the way, also was on the script was you're taking me apart is what he wrote on the script.
Oh, so he ad-libbed?
No, because he was trying to quote a Dean.
Oh, James Dean
movie.
from Rebel Without a Cause.
Yes.
Okay.
But he wrote it down on the script wrong, and then he was saying it wrong. And one of the people on the cast was like,
The Seth Rogen person, probably.
You gotta tell him. You gotta tell him." So he goes and tells him, "Oh, okay." And then he does this thing because it was supposed to be. There's a lot of James Dean references in the Disaster Artist.
Okay.
They're both Greg and Tommy infatuated with James Dean. So he wrote the script wrong. He gets corrected. He does it right, and that's the favorite scene. Tear me apart, Lisa. And then he goes starts wrecking the apartment.
He gets her dress, and he's like, oh, he's like humping it, smelling in the dress.
He's flashbacking. As he touches a piece of clothing, it reminds him of things. And then he's knocking things over very clumsily.
Yeah. And then he pulls the gun out, right?
Yeah, he grabs the TV off the thing, which is very light to him because he's so buff.
Yeah,
that's what he's portraying, obviously. Throws it out, it crashes. And there was questions about earlier in the movie, Chris R., whether or not he escaped because they got back really quick after they turned him into the cops.
Oh yeah.
And the reason he did not escape is because if you look closely at the scenes here, the gun that he has is the same gun.
Chris R's gun.
Is the same gun they got from Chris R.
Okay.
So pulls out the gun. Whammo.
Shoots himself in the head.
Game over, man.
Yep. And then Mark.
This should have been the end of the movie.
Yeah. But then Mark and Lisa go in there, and she's like, "Is he dead?" Yep, pretty sure he's dead.
Well, when you walk in and there's a pillow and sheets full of blood behind his head, a gun next to his hand,
pretty sure he's dead.
It's a safe bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Now we can be together, Mark." And he goes, "No." She's like, "But I'm all yours. You had me." And then Denny walks in. Yeah. He's like, "What's happening?"
Yeah. Where's my drugs? Oh, sorry. You can't reference that again.
Yeah.
Reference once, never again in the movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Denny's like, "Get away from him." And then that's pretty much the movie.
Yep.
The breast cancer thing is never addressed.
Nope.
The drug thing's never addressed. That weird fucking couple where he got the blowjob.
Oh, yeah.
That came out of nowhere. They're never addressed.
The only reason that scene was there was so that they can have the football scene in the alley.
Real quick. Yes. Let's talk about football.
Please.
The first time they're playing football, they're this far away from each other. Have you ever played catch 3 feet from each other?
Apparently.
It's exhilarating.
This is brought up in interviews.
Okay.
This is also brought up in interviews. And he's like, have you ever tried it? People do it all the time. I do it all the time. It's fun. That's the thing. And because he'd bring footballs to the interviews with him,
Oh
and he'll
my
be
God.
tossing it back and forth with the people that are interviewing him.
Like 3 feet away?
Yes.
Oh my God.
And it's like, see, it can happen. People can do it. It's okay.
Oh, when they're playing catch
Yeah.
in their tuxes, I thought that was his wedding day. And then it's never brought up why they're in tuxes.
Explanation for that as well, my
Okay.
friend.
Okay.
Apparently, according to Tell Me What's Out, everybody gets ready for weddings. So this was a dress rehearsal. They all just wanted to try the tuxes on to make sure they fit. And then like, hey, let's play some football. Let's play it. That's what he says. Let's play it. Which, by the way, you can buy footballs from him.
Oh, he has like license.
It says, let's play it
Oh,
on it.
God.
And it says Tommy Wiseau, or TW, registration mark. Registration mark is as big as the rest of the letters. TW, registration mark.
That's not how it goes.
That's not how it's supposed to go.
Is there one on this cup? Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
This is an official license of Major League Baseball. Look how small this is
Yeah.
compared to like live, breathe, blue.
Right.
So you're saying on this football where it says blue, that's the trademark?
That's the height of the R. Yeah. Yeah. For the watching audience at home.
That's how big it is.
at that. Oh, look at the TM down there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the TM down there is
Trademark.
crazy small. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's very. And by the way, the water bottle scene, no rapper.
Oh,
Because you don't want to pay royalties to anybody.
oh, that's smart.
Yeah. He's very apparently he's very business minded.
Yeah. And that's the movie.
Yeah. That's basically it.
Yeah.
Denny cries, "Why, Tommy? Why? Why? Why?"
Mm-hmm.
And then that's it. More sappy music.
Then it ends.
Yeah.
And then we never find out if the mom recovered from her breast cancer.
We don't know if Danny got over his drug problem.
Yeah, we don't know what happened to Chris R.
Yeah, what happened to him? The best character in the entire movie.
We don't know what happened with the guy's underwear. No, we know what happens.
By the way, that was the whole
We know
point of
what
the scene.
happens.
Yeah, it was the whole. They were having sex. The mom walked in, got the underwear, so that they can talk about it while playing football
Yeah.
outside in the suits.
Yeah. So closing thoughts. Are you, now that your brain has released all your info, do you feel better?
I feel like I still have more info inside of me that needs to get out, but I feel like we've also gone on a long time.
So the Disaster Artist, you're gonna be watching it this weekend?
I will be watching it this weekend. I'm going to find a place.
Uh-huh.
It might be late, but I really want to watch it.
Okay.
Because this movie, like I said, it took us a couple days
Yeah.
for it to sink in, and then it infiltrated my mind, and I had to find out everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I went down a rabbit hole of a lot of YouTube videos, and then now the book, I'm almost all the way done with it, and it's even to this point now, it's still not enough because he is so elusive about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Where I need to know this guy. And next time I go to a Comic-Con and he's there, I'm walking up to him and I'm gonna have as long a conversation as I can with him. And even though he might tell me, "Oh, move on, next question," because that's his move in interviews when he's doesn't want to reveal things.
Oh, you're gonna interview him?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I just want to talk to him.
Oh, okay.
Because apparently the consensus in the book is he just wants friends, basically. So he latches on to this Greg guy, and becomes friends with him for a long time. And then the movie comes out, and now I kind of feel like Greg's a little bit of a dick because because of he's just like outing everything about this guy, and he seems like he's not all there. I have theories about he was in 2 major car accidents that may or may not have.
Greg?
No, Tommy.
Oh, Tom. Oh, okay.
Which may or may not have messed with his brain a little bit.
Okay.
So maybe he was rich, and then he got in a car accident, and he forgets things, and now he's a little eccentric and crazy and weird. And I feel like this Greg guy is now maybe taking advantage a little bit.
You're obsessed because of how elusive he is. He doesn't tell where he's from or how old he is. Like, that's what's intriguing you?
It's more
the
than
mystery?
that. It's because there's initial intrigue because he made this movie. He wrote, directed, produced,
paid for the
funded
movie.
this movie, and by all accounts is proud of it. And we all know what the movie was. So how does that what makes that in a person
Yeah.
to be able to write something like this and think, "Oh, that's a great line. That's a great line." I have similar thoughts about Aykroyd from Big Trouble. They're like, "You wrote this," and you're like, "Oh, this is gonna be funny." This is gonna be great. Oh yeah, well, banker. That's the funniest line.
Nothing but trouble.
Nothing but
Oh,
trouble.
yeah.
Nothing but trouble.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Same kind of thought process. Like,
Okay.
you wrote this down and thought, oh, this is it.
Uh-huh.
This is it. I'm never gonna work a day again in my life after this movie.
Uh-huh.
Checks are gonna just be rolling in. To be able to have that kind of confidence, I'm jealous. I'm jealous because I second guess all the things we do.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of things that we've done in Dronebox, and we'll talk to Maestro about it later.
Mm-hmm.
That I will never release.
Yeah.
Because at the time I thought this is gonna be amazing, and then oh my god,
But he didn't have that filter. He just released it anyway.
yeah.
Well, I have information about Tommy Wiseau.
Okay, please
If
do.
you want to hear it.
Yes.
Tommy Wiseau, born Vlad III, or known as Vlad the Impaler or Vlad Dracula, was born in Sighisoara, Romania, ancient day Transylvania, in 1431. Died, December 1476.
Oh.
So he died, quote unquote, at 45 years old in Romania, which is why he looks like he's in his 40s.
Yeah.
His
accent is described as a Romanian accent that got hit by a Parisian bus.
Oh, there you go.
Parisian bus.
There you go.
That's what it was.
He bought a lot of property in London, and then he had someone named Jonathan Harker go to his castle to do business with him. He then went to England. He fell in love with his fiancée, Mina.
Okay.
Mina Harker.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the story?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, no, I told you. I went into a deep rabbit hole. I saw all these interviews.
And then there was someone named Van Helsing who was chasing after Tommy Wiseau, and then he disappeared,
Did he have claws?
and he he resurfaced in 2003.
Okay. All right.
And Gary Oldman played him in a movie once.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then he became the Chancellor of England.
Oh, the Prime Minister.
Prime Minister.
And then he became Commissioner Gordon, and that's a whole other guy.
And then in the future, he's making weapons that have.
Oh
red
yeah,
buttons on
he's
them. Zorg.
Jean Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg.
Yes.
I love that name.
It's a great name.
Yeah,
It's a great name.
John the Baptist in English for you
Hey-o.
French speakers.
Yeah.
Biblical. Jean Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg. My mother-in-law speaks French, so I said,
right.
"Can you translate this guy's name?" And I said, "Jean Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg," and she was like, "What?" Like she knows Jean Baptiste Emmanuel, and then she heard Zorg, and she's like, "That's not a French word."
No.
I go, "I know, it's a joke."
Zorg is the race of aliens that is trying to kill Buzz Lightyear, I believe.
Oh yeah,
Oh, Zurg.
Zurg.
Damn it.
Wait, Zorg's. Wait, he's Zorg.
It is Zorg.
Yeah.
Zurg is StarCraft.
Oh yeah.
Damn it. Thank you, Maestro. This is not an approval. Zurg is StarCraft. Zorg is Fifth Element.
Okay.
Which, by the way, is a Bruce Willis movie.
Yes, and I feel like we're gonna do that down the road at some point.
Oh.
I really like that movie.
It's great. Maybe next year for Thanksgiving.
Oh, for you?
Yeah.
Or maybe sooner.
Oh.
Oh, okay. That was our opinion of the movie. Like I said at the top of the show, we have lots of them, but we don't have any credentials. Now we're going to hear from people who actually have credentials, the critics. Now, I use top critics only from the Rotten Tomatoes website. Good review. We'll start there. I found one. Now, I don't know. Now, this review came out in 2002. No, I'm sorry.
Is it by
It came
TW?
out. It came out in 2010. Sorry.
It's the person that wrote the review, TW.
No.
Okay.
And it's not even from someone. It's just the St. Louis Post-Dispatch.
Okay.
So it's the newspaper. So this came out in 2010, this review. So I don't know if this is like, oh, it's so ironic, and I'll let you hear it.
2002, you said?
2010.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I made the mistake.
All right.
The Room has been maligned as one of the most inept movies ever made, when in fact it is a sardonic comedy about sexual politics in the age of terror.
Wrong movie, bro.
Okay. Now the bad reviews. I found two of them. I'll read this one first. J.R. Jones of the Chicago Reader says, as someone who's watched more bad movies than you can imagine, I'm mostly immune to the so bad it's good aesthetic, though I can see how, viewed in a theater at midnight after a few drinks, this might conjure up its own hilariously demented reality. It's not really a bad one.
No.
And finally, Scott Foundis of Variety says, given audience reaction at the screening attended, the picture may be something of a first, a movie that prompts most of its viewers to ask for their money back before even 30 minutes have passed.
Well, hold on. If you're watching in the theater, then and you're not engrossed, you're in the wrong theater, I think.
No, I think this guy saw the original theatrical
Okay.
run,
Well,
which I'll get to.
Do you know how it got to its cult? Is that part of the trivia? How it got the cult classic cult following? How it got the cult following?
It's not in my trivia, but I tell people how.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. Tell.
You got it?
Oh, you don't know?
No, I know.
Oh yeah, tell him.
I feel like I've divulged a lot of things.
No,
already.
it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, all right. This was released limitedly and it was in LA, and some people were driving by. I forget their names already.
Mhm.
They drove by. They saw a sign that said no refunds, and then they saw a sign that said the room. They checked it out, and these people they're writers of a column, I think is what it was.
Okay.
And they started talking about it like this is amazing.
Insane.
Yeah, but not like good amazing. Like
Yeah.
all right.
I have to tell everyone I know.
Almost like a punishment. Like, hey, I don't like you very much. Come watch this movie with me. And then people started coming and flocking.
Oh, so it's like October for you.
Right.
For spoilers. It's like October for you.
Yeah.
It's your punishment.
Right. It's the thing like I suffer through this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if you can make it. And then it started growing, and then it started expanding, and people started like a week before it came out of circulation is when these guys found the movie, and then they started bringing people, and then it started getting huge and crazy. And time was out. I was like, oh, it's a success. I'm sure.
I did read that he's now saying, "Oh, it was a comedy all along."
Yep. This I don't know if it's brilliant or insane or what it is, but his whole thing now is you don't have to like the movie. Just go watch it, laugh, cry, experience it, just as long as you enjoy it. That's the thing he always says over and over again. So I honestly think he set out to make a good movie. Saw it was getting burned, but then saw that the burning was bringing people to watch it more. And then, as a business-minded person that he is, started thinking, oh, you guys get it. You guys get it. That's what I was, the whole time. The whole time, that's what I was doing. Of course it was. But I feel like, seeing all the interviews and stuff, when people do say, like, hey, movie sucks, you see him kind of, like, take it personally. I feel like, anyway. But then he's like, oh, it's fine. People have their opinions. Let them have them. I just feel like maybe he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Now it's time for the Rotten Tomatoes game. This is part of the show where I make the guys guess the score of the movie based, or Adam in this case, guess the score of the movie based on his Rotten Tomatoes score. For those of you unfamiliar with the scoring system, it's an average score from 0 to 100 amongst critics and the audience. 0 to 59 is rotten, 60 to 84 is fresh, and 85 and up is certified fresh. What would you like to guess first, Adam? The critics or the audience?
Oh, okay. Let's go with the critics first.
Okay.
How low can you go?
Now I found one good review with the critics, but that's because it was a top one. There was a lot of like bloggers and people who have like movie sites that had good reviews, but I didn't put them.
Okay. It's got to be low. Oh, there you go. My show says rotten. I went rotten too, but it's a matter of how low.
Yes.
How low can you go? It has to be crazy low because critics are going to destroy this. It's the audience that's going to be higher than it should be. So I'm going to go critics gave it a 3%.
3. Okay. 29%. Now hold on. I told you the majority of the good reviews on Rotten Tomatoes were from like non-top critics. It was like movie bloggers and stuff like that.
But were they like legitimate though?
That's why they have to be like these hipster, oh, it's so bad, it's ironic how bad it is, and
this throws Rotten Tomatoes into question 100%.
Should we even use them for now?
Other movies, you can be like, oh, perspective.
Oh, perspective. Master of Disguise?
Yeah.
0%.
Okay. See? So what the fuck does that mean then? How is that possible?
I don't know.
How does that get 0 and this gets 29?
I don't know.
Master of Disguise did not make me embark on a quest
to learn about
everything that was Dana Carvey.
Mm-hmm.
And he put out a special, by the way.
The Netflix special?
Apology not accepted. Funny parts, but you have hurt me to the core.
Yeah.
All right.
Now the audience.
This is going to be tricky. This one,
did
holy hell.
that critic one throw you off?
Yeah, that throws me off also, but I feel like so much of this movie is acknowledgement that it is bad, but that does not mean you don't enjoy it. So as far as the audience goes, how do you rate that? Are you saying, yeah, it's bullshit, or, oh, I love it because it's so bad?
I think that's what it is.
Damn it. All right. It can't be fresh. It can't be fresh, but 57%.
46%.
Okay. That's all irony. It is all irony.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Again, with this whole Rotten Tomatoes thing, it's all in question now. I don't.
Its legitimacy has been brought
Yeah.
into question.
But is there also is it an art form to make a movie so bad that people follow it?
Yeah, you could argue that it is. Yeah.
I don't know how to rate things anymore.
Well, this is a very, very. You're familiar with the Bell's curve, right?
Yeah.
This is at the end of the Bell's curve.
Yeah.
So this is a very, 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 very rare instance. Just to put also in perspective, Adam, I'm going to read to you nothing but trouble. 8%.
All right.
So it's like, what do you do with this?
What's it again? Like 20?
The Room?
Yeah.
26. 29. Sorry.
29.
Paul Giamatti wasn't in this.
Oh my god.
He's been in a lot of the
Thank
movies
God.
we're doing, and since we love him, we decided to ask what role Giamatti have had in this movie. You could have put him anywhere.
No, I don't want. I don't want him anywhere near this film.
Okay. This is the one movie we're not going to put him in.
Here it is. I want him to replace Seth Rogen.
Oh, the disaster artist.
Yes.
Okay.
Sight unseen. Just the only way that I can put him in this movie, whatever role that person was, off camera in the room.
Okay.
That's Giamatti's role.
Okay.
I don't want him associated with the room. Disaster artist, I'm okay with.
Okay. Now it's time for trivia.
Okay.
This is part of the show where I give out little bits of facts or info you may not know about the movie. You've been throwing your trivia out. I've been throwing my trivia. I've been deleting them as I've been going. So here's what's left.
We have more? Oh.
So here's what's left. I don't know how much of this stuff you already know.
Okay.
Entire scenes were out of focus because nobody bothered to check the lens.
I did not know that one.
According to Greg Sestero, Tommy Wiseau intended for the film to contain a subplot in which Johnny was revealed to be a vampire.
Yes.
Due to Wiseau's own fascination with the creatures. Sestero recounts how, at the outset of production, Wiseau tasked members of the crew with figuring out a way to execute a sequence in which Johnny's Mercedes-Benz would lift off from the roof of the townhouse and fly across the San Francisco skyline, revealing Johnny's vampiric nature. Wiseau eventually decided to drop the subplot after learning that there was no practical way to film the flying car scene on their budget.
Right. Actually, Cecil mentioned that earlier in the podcast.
Oh, okay.
About the whole vampire thing.
This one I love. This might be my favorite piece of trivia.
Okay.
According to Tommy Wiseau, Denny has some sort of mental disorder, which explains his behavior in the film. The actor Philip Haldeman was never told about this.
Wow. That's crazy offensive. I mean, and I'm an offensive person. And that offends me.
Yeah.
By the way, Denny was terrified of Chris R. Because apparently Chris R. came in method acting the entire time.
Oh, yeah. He was pissed, right? Because they had to bring him back?
Yeah. No, he walks in and he's in character. He's already upset and just trying to channel that anger. So the first time they did the scene in the alley before they had to do it again on the roof, he was already pissed off. And then now he comes in again like, oh, I think he might actually kill me this time. Oh.
This one, I don't know if you know this or not. When asked in the DVD director's interview why there are so many scenes of characters playing catch with a football, Tommy Wiseau simply responded that football is fun to play.
Yep. Yeah, if you watch any of the interviews outside of this, that's a statement.
Greg Sestero said in his book, The Disaster Artist, that Tommy Wiseau took 32 takes to say the lines, "I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark." Wiseau sometimes needed cue cards to help him with his lines. The roof scene where Tommy says that line. It's a brief scene, but according to Sestero, it took Wiseau roughly 3 hours to shoot. They added the water bottle Wiseau holds and tosses to help him remember the line, but that only made things worse. Wiseau injured himself on the first take that involved the water bottle. Per the book, the door flew open, and there was Tommy holding his water bottle and stepping out of the outhouse and hitting his head on the door jamb so hard that it took 20 minutes to ice the bump and conceal it with makeup. I heard one of the cameramen say desperately, "How are we ever going to get this? It's impossible. We'll be here forever. If you can, I implore you to watch this scene. It's 7 seconds long, 3 hours, 32 takes, and it was only the second day of shooting."
Do you know why the water bottle was there? This is another trivia thing.
No.
On the first day of shooting, Cicero goes to pick up Tommy, and he has to wait 3 hours, 4 hours. While he's waiting for him to get... By the way, he was dyeing his hair, apparently. According to the book, he was re-dyeing his hair black again. while he's waiting for Tommy to get ready to go to the first day of shooting, he picks up a movie off the floor in Tommy's apartment, which is Spy Games.
Okay.
With Brad Pitt.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not Harrison Ford.
Really?
No, it's a different
Spy
guy.
Games?
Spy Games. Yeah. It's Brad Pitt and another guy that's oldie looking.
Robert Redford.
There it is.
Yeah, Redford.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. And apparently there's a scene in that movie where Brad Pitt, out of anger, throws a chair off of the roof.
Okay.
And that, to him, was like, that is showing emotion. That's showing emotion.
Oh, that's
Mark.
why he throws the water bottle?
Yeah.
Oh.
So after so many takes of him messing up that scene,
Mm-hmm.
he gives him a water bottle. Show emotion, and he's like, "Oh, Mark, that's why I keep you around, or whatever." So that was the whole point. So the water bottle was not a part of it. It was just to get him focused on showing his emotion.
Yeah.
I did not. His mouth gape. All right.
Finally, money makes the world go round. We want to put this film into perspective with other films that were released this year, so we get to feel financially how well this film held up to its peers. I'm not even going to make you guess this. It's impossible to guess. But you probably know the answer already. The budget for this movie was $6 million.
$6 million.
It grossed $1,800 in 2 weeks in its original theatrical run in LA and 2 movie theaters, I believe. This film debuted in 119th place on the weekend of July 11, 2013.
Out
I'm
of
sorry.
118 movies.
Sorry. Yes. This film debuted in 119th place on the weekend of July 11, 2003. I put 2013. 2003 with $1,800. The top 3 that week were all Spoilers alumni.
Oh.
Number 1 that week was Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl.
Okay.
Number 2 was The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. And number 3 was Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. All movies we've done in the show.
All right. Not horrible. Not yeah.
There was no box office mojo category.
Oh, I certainly hope not.
So I'll move right into...
The category is The Room.
Yeah. This was the 499th highest grossing film of 2003.
Out of 300 movies?
Number 1 that year was The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King.
Of course.
Of course. Normally we would say you can watch this on Amazon, but you actually can't. You have to get this from him.
Yep.
You have to get this from this fucking guy.
It's brilliant. I find it brilliant. The fact that you cannot stream it
Yeah.
means...
Or go to the store and buy it.
Yeah. You need to buy it from him.
Yeah.
He gets profits.
Uh-huh.
He spent $6 million on this movie.
Yep.
He's going to take every penny he can.
Mm-hmm. But we're getting... we've now passed Black Friday.
Yep.
So now, for your holiday shopping,
Yes.
you can go to Amazon.com.
Last I checked, it was $10 if you want to buy it online. If you want to do that through Amazon,
Go to our website.
Yeah.
Go to our website first.
Yes.
Click on the banner. Doesn't cost you anything extra. It helps support the show.
Yep.
Get all your Christmas needs through Amazon, but use our affiliate link first.
Especially during the holiday seasons.
Yes.
That helps out a lot.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it. That's 2003's The Room. Starring, written, produced, directed by Tommy Wiseau.
Wow.
Check out our website, ratpackpodcast.com/spoilers. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Spoiler Show. Check out and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Rat Pack Productions. Write to us via email at spoilers@ratpackpodcast.com for any questions, opinions, and movie requests. Please rate and review the show on iTunes so it can help us in the rankings. If you leave us a review on iTunes and leave us a recommendation for a movie you want us to watch, that movie will go to the top of our list and we'll watch it before any other requests. Next week, we are watching a classic from our childhood, 1995's Jumanji, because the new Jumanji, what is it called? Welcome to the Jungle or whatever?
Yeah.
Welcome
something
the jungle.
Yeah.
Lay the smack down on you.
Right.
Something like that.
Do you smell what the jungle is cooking?
Yeah, there you go. Hey, jungle guy, what's your name? It doesn't matter what your name is. Because the new Jumanji movie is opening, and it stars The Rock, Kevin Hart, the Doctor Who chick, what's her name? Karen Gillan.
Karen Gillan.
And
Gillian.
unfortunately, Jack Black.
Oh, no. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Jack Black's in the movie.
Damn it. Well, we got Gillian, we got Rock.
Hart. Someone else is in there. There's another big name that's in there.
Is Hart playing the Dag character?
No. Do you know what this movie's about?
No, I have no idea what the movie's
So
about.
you remember what Jumanji's about, right?
Yes.
Our Jumanji.
Yes.
They play the board game.
Yeah.
And then everything
David Allen
comes
Greer,
out. Yeah.
Robin Williams.
Yep.
There's a lot of rhinos and apes.
These 4 high school kids find a video game for the Super Nintendo called Jumanji, and they play it, and they get sucked into the video game world.
Oh.
So like,
Nice adaptation.
so like the nerdy guy becomes the Rock, and like the goofy girl becomes
Oh.
Karen Gillian, whatever.
So they become their avatar, basically.
Yeah, so they have avatars of what they aren't, and then like the oh my god, like that, like slutty like cheerleader girl is Jack Black. Nick Jonas is in it. So is
The One Direction guy?
Bobby Cannavale, yeah, and yeah, that's kind of it. So we're watching 1995's Jumanji with the late Robin Williams and Dag.
Dave Allen Greer, man.
Dag.
You know, I feel like I saw that movie for the first time within the past 5 to 10 years.
Really? I saw it when I was a kid.
Yeah. Well, you can't. This hocus pocus thing. It's not part of the bubble.
So check out Jumanji next week. Check out The Room. Watch The Disaster Artist.
You know what?
Read the book.
Don't watch The Room by yourself.
Yeah.
Watch
Watch it with a group of people.
Well, if you do watch it by yourself, every time you watch it after that, you need to recruit somebody else new to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually you have a whole, and this feeds into his whole thing. This is how he makes money. This is how he probably sustains himself at this point.
Yeah.
But I have to agree with it.
Well, he's been alive 700 years.
Yeah.
Who knows what riches he's accumulated?
This movie was actually filmed in the 1700s. It hasn't been released because the technology to scan and HDify it.
Mm-hmm. So next week is Jumanji. Until next time, this is Hollywood.
I'm Adam. Bye, doggy.
So that was our.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
we're still live on Facebook.
that was our podcast. Wow, Jesus Christ, dude! 2 hours, including the Facebook.
Oh my god.
Last week we did Wanted. It was like 2 hours too.
It was. It really was.
Oh my god. But the Facebook thing was only 10 minutes. Holy shit.
This I don't understand it. This I don't.
I blame you.
The movie has infected my mind. I think I might be a carrier.
This is your
now.
number 23.
Yes. Yes, accurate. I don't know. I got to rethink a lot of things apparently, but not until I watch it one more time.
Hey, but you know what? I don't think you're allowed to hate on my horror movies anymore. If you went into a deep dive
I can't.
with this fucking thing.
This is destroying my life. It's just tearing me apart, Hollywood. All right. Thank you for watching out there on the Facebooks. Appreciate it.
Yep.
And
We'll be back in 2 weeks for Jumanji.
yeah, that's how it works.
Yep. So
We're about to do another one. It's fine. Maestro, high five.
we're going to do Maestro's birthday pick.
Yeah. No, this is the
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. Was
No.
it birthday?
It's his birthday.
Holy.
His Thanksgiving was the
What day is it?
Tucker and Dale
Oh,
versus Evil.
That's right.
So it's his birthday pick.
Oh, no. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you
Thanks
next
for
time.
watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, dog.